Welcome back for week number 3 of the 2015 football season. Live and direct from the beautiful confines of James R. Harris Field on the campus of Carl Albert Middle School in Midwest City, Oklahoma, a return of the Titan Nation. Good evening, everybody. This is Mike McAvoy along with Eric Aguilar and the entire Carl Albert TV's CarlAlbertTitans.tv crew under the direction of Miss Sarah Small, bringing you this activity this evening, this clash of 5A Titans. Oh, wait a minute. There's one Titan. There's one demon, isn't there? Clash of number 8 Carl Albert Titans and the number 12 Duncan Demons. Carl Albert comes into this evening's festivities with a 1-1 record after dropping a 28-21 football game last Friday night to crosstown rival the Midwest City Bombers. In that ball game, the Titans really struggled offensively as they were 3 of 13 on third down conversions, and they ended up running a total of 58 plays. They had 51 yards rushing, and that 51 yards for a Carl Albert Titan football team, not very many yards rushing.
No, it is not.
So this week they get to host the Duncan Demons, who last year provided every bit of strain that we wanted as the Titans were able to pull that ball game out last year, was scoring late in the fourth quarter to take a lead. This year, the Duncan Demons started their season off by traveling to Guthrie and pulling out a 28-27 victory over the Blue Jays, and that made everybody kind of take notice of what is going on in southern Oklahoma with the Duncan Demon football program. Then last week, Duncan traveled to Shawnee, jumped out on top of Shawnee 17-0, and then fell behind in the third quarter and could not come back in the fourth quarter completely, and they dropped the ball game to the Shawnee Wolves by a score of 48-38. So a great deal of offense from the Duncan Demons. You'll remember last year they had a young sophomore by the name of Trenton Bell who really put on a show, and now all he is a year older. He's 6'2", 195, running back for the Duncan Demons, and in 2 ball games he has rushed for 378 yards. Add to that a move-in at quarterback, a young man by the name of Luke Ring, who in quarterback rating right now is 3rd in the state of Oklahoma, according to Max Preps. Luke Ring, the son of defensive coordinator Glennis Ring, comes into tonight's ball game, finishing up last week when he was 20 out of 26 throwing the football for a total of 362 yards against the Shawnee Wolves. But it wasn't enough as the Wolves came back and defeated the Duncan Demons. So tonight, that's what we're looking at. In 6 minutes and 50 seconds, we'll be kicking off and wondering what the weather's going to do, because if you've paid attention here locally to the weather, they have talked for a week about this front that was going to come through on Friday evening and how we're going to have rain and wind and hail and lightning and delays. And so far, it's looked like it could rain all afternoon. We've received a few sprinkles. That's been about it. As I look off into the northeastern sky, it looks like the area over around Tulsa may be getting it really good. But nothing to our west yet, and we're probably going to be able to get through this thing without an interruption. The Carl Albert Band will be taking the field here in a few minutes to play the national anthem, and we'll get started with that at that time. Last week's stats for the Titans, something that I know that I didn't notice, Desmond Green ended up with a total of 13 tackles. He was selected by the Titans staff to be their defensive player of the week. Klein Corley ended up with 16 tackles. R.T. Sherman 12. Lamar Scott Johnson had 10. And 10 tackles from a defensive tackle is pretty impressive. To a reminder from last week, the Midwest City Bombers jumped ahead of the Titans 28-0, and then Carl Albert came back with 21 unanswered. to get within a 28-21 score with the ball and an opportunity to tie the game 80 yards away with under a minute to go, and just could not get it taken care of. The tail of the tape was just as what we were talking about earlier. You get 51 yards rushing, that's going to be a problem.
Yes.
Coach Rose also was not happy with the 7 penalties for a total of 63 yards. Braxton Dickerson, throwing the football last week against the Bombers, was 14 out of 25 for 123 yards. So we were able to throw the football with a little bit of success, but the running yards were very difficult to come by. Approaching the football field to play the national anthem this evening, the Carl Albertine Band, under the direction of Mr. Michael Harp, and Mr. Piers. That I just almost fell into one of those Coach Rollins's, where if not here 4 years, anyway. Coach Rollins has been at Carl Albert High School for 750,000 years, something like that.
Something.
And if the Lightning starts tonight, we'll see him running away.
Yes.
But he once told me that he doesn't worry about remembering new people, new teachers' names until they've been here 4 years, and that's whenever I didn't have Mr. Pierce's name, I thought, okay, that's what that's going to remind me of.
So that's why he asked me if I was the band teacher?
They still do, yes. Okay, it appears that we are now ready for this evening's national anthem. At least the band's ready for this evening's. Oh, here's the color guard approaching from our right. I don't have one.
Miss Small.
Air Force flag, Amy Wild.
Titans are lining up down in the north end zone, Mr. Brown.
A nice job. That's good old geography. That's north.
Yes,
Good.
they are lined up in the north end zone, getting ready to come through their banner. And the Duncan Demons are coming out of the locker room, heading towards the field.
The officials are on the field, and this is the referee crew, the officiating crew of Dr. Larry Lee Master out of Moore, Oklahoma. This is their 35th year of officiating football in the state. Last year, he got to call his first 8-man state championship game. He said it was the highlight of his career. Well, that's not exactly what he said, but that gets close.
Do you know who the teams were in that game?
I do not.
Okay. Neither do I.
Wasn't Hollis.
No, they are Class A or Class 2A. I don't know if they moved up or not.
It would have been
but
somebody Northwest. I'll tell you something.
Well, Tipton is Class
That's
B.
true. That's true. The officials and the players are coming out to midfield for tonight's coin toss. Luke Ring is one of the captains for the Demons. Captains for the Titans, Hester. And then somebody that has a roster is going to have, let's see.
The captains. Number 63, that is Trent Hester.
Yeah, and I see Pace Benefi.
Pace Benefi, number 24, I believe that is Trey McPhee.
And 73.
That would be Caleb Watkins.
That makes sense.
And for the Duncan Demons, do you know who that is?
I know number 3 is Luke Ring.
It looks like number 18, all the way to our left.
We've been invaded by the hippies from California.
Jeffrey?
I was bringing up the rib crib and this older lady.
rib crib?
It's over there.
What's it not
doing in here? Cameras a full-time job. That needs to be your focus.
This older lady I was walking up. She said, "Oh look, she brought
Stop talking
groceries."
to Sophia.
She
Do
said
your
she
job.
brought groceries.
Say thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Jeffrey, I want you to focus in on the end of the tunnel where the players are going to run out. And get a tighter shot. Nope. Yeah, get a tighter shot.
Something I was going to mention before we get started. It looks like Carl Upper won the toss. No, it looked like Duncan won the toss. They're looking at Duncan first.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, the dadgum red color. There you are. Duncan did win the toss, and they are deferring. Winds out of the south this evening, by the way, at about 15 miles an hour. And it appears that the Titans want the football. Titans will be on offense, and Duncan will be kicking, defending the South Go.
And the teams are shaking hands right now. And they are going to head back towards the north end zone to come out of the banner with their team.
Titans are still, they're waiting for their captains to go through the banner.
Yes. And
Is your brother down there in charge of the letters today?
no, that would be my sister, but my
Your
brother.
sister's in charge of the letters today.
Yes. No, she is in charge of them, period.
Ah.
But my brother is at
he-
the state fair with his girlfriend. They're watching Frozen on Ice.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she had entered some kind of a contest or something
No,
at
no,
State
no,
Fair.
It looks like my sister, Kobe Rhodes, Nate Brown, Lenora Weigelt, and I think Jordan Ogden, and I can't see who the last person is, but they would be our flag runners tonight, spelling out the Titans.
The Duncan Demons.
And here comes the Titans.
Duncan finished the season last year with a 3-7 record and did not make the playoffs. Their ambition this year is to make the playoffs, and they are in a very, very tough district because they are in a district with Lawton, MacArthur, Dale City, Ardmore, and Altus. So it's probably going to come down to Duncan and Altus because Dale City and Lawton Mac are just awfully talented. And we're going to find out how talented Dale City is tonight
Yes.
as they host the Bombers. I don't know why I keep saying Bombers. The Bombers
It's all right.
over at Cal Sioux Stadium.
Do you know who Choctaw is playing tonight?
I don't.
Because I know a couple people from Choctaw. I go to church with them.
Coach for the Demons is Craig Benson. He's in his third year. Last year they finished the season at 3-7. This year they are hoping for better things. Coach Benson went out and hired a dear friend of his for many years, Glennis Ring, to be the defensive coordinator. And he argues that he didn't realize that Coach Ring had a son. And then whenever Coach Ring agreed to go to Duncan High School, his son went with him, and now Duncan has a new starting quarterback, one Luke Ring.
Where did you say he was from before he went to Duncan?
Glennis,
Yes,
Coach
and his
Ring?
son, and his son.
Coach Ring, last year they were at Pauls Valley.
Pauls Valley, okay.
And before that, they were at Marietta. Durant. And then before that, they were at Marietta. And then before that, they were back at Pauls Valley as an assistant coach. Coach Ring started one of these things for the coaches in the smaller schools in southern Oklahoma called the Backwood Coaches Clinic, where they'd go out on a Friday night, they'd go hunting, and then they'd talk coaching. And
Yes.
it's amazing the number of coaches that have participated in that.
Yes.
Doing the play-by-play this evening, it is my honor to introduce the one and the only Eric Aguilar.
Yes. And it looks like that the Duncan Demons will do what Midwest City did whenever they kicked off last week. They will set up on the hash mark, and looks like they will kick a short onside or long onside or a squib down towards the right side of the field.
Nathan Russian's doing the kicking for the Demons.
I believe he's a left-footed kicker, Mr. McElwood.
We'll see which one he uses.
Right. Their field goal kicker, I was watching him kick, and he was left-footed. I don't know if he's the same person or not. It looks like it.
Is that Diego back deep?
Yes, it is. I think the reason why that they're doing that is because they know Diego can run. I think they watch film.
There you go,
And they
left-footed.
do kick it, and that is number 7, Aaron Hill, who comes up with the ball. And he gets taken down around the 32-yard line.
Braden Wright on the tackle for the Demons.
And the starting lineup for the Duncan defense is number 2, Hunter Kelly, number 4, Tyler Hicks, number 5, Spencer Cagg, number 7, Nathan Clark, number 8, Justin Billingsley, number 10, Aaron Haley, number 11, Colin Klingensmith, number 14, Kobe Kirkland. And
first snap from center's a handoff to Richards, and it's a fumble in the backfield, and it's recovered by the Demons.
back to the defense. No, I'm not going to finish up the defense because the Titans have lost the ball.
Titans are now on defense.
Yes.
It's been a defensive effort thus far.
Yes. But the Duncans get the ball at the 20, looks like the 28-yard line, and they are close to scoring off of one play in the game.
Handoff inside to Bell.
He gets hit by several Titans. He gets taken down around the 22, 21-yard line.
It was interesting to see the 5A predictions in the paper because nobody from Duncan was listed as a prospective All-Stater, and Trenton Bell was as good as what we saw last year, and he was a sophomore. Luke Ring at quarterback. Wide out to the left side is Klingensmith, and Bell is the lone back.
Snap is a little high, and is that Des Green in the backfield for a sack? No, that is R.T. Sherman. Number 20, R.T. Sherman in the backfield.
Luke Ring was never able to get started.
No, him and, the running back and him. Do you know who the running back is?
Trenton Bell.
Trenton Bell collided on the play, slowed him down, and R.T. Sherman just came in and took him down for, I believe, a 1-yard loss, and now it is 3rd and 4.
Bell goes in motion right. Sorry, Eric.
It's all right. And he gets sacked again for another 1-yard loss.
Defensive line is absolutely dominating the Duncan offensive line right now. Their interior is being handled completely by the Titans. 4th and 7, and it looks like the Demons are setting up for a 43-yard field goal. The left footer Russian. I think he's an American, but his name's Russian.
Yes.
And it's good. From 43, the Demons take a 3-0 lead. With that music, I'm looking for the Notre Dame band to be around.
Yes. It also sounds like the theme song of the good old Hollis Tigers, Hollis, Oklahoma.
Hollis had Notre Dame's fight song?
I believe
This
so.
is
It
it?
sounds
Is that
like
right?
it. It
Like-
sounds like it.
It was like you were watching Rudy all the time, well, huh?
Yes. Being on the
Or
field.
are you so young you've never seen the movie
Oh,
Rudy?
I've seen
Okay.
Rudy.
All right.
I never played varsity. I was still 7th and 8th grade. And then I only went to the games, watched them, cheered them on. Always lost my voice cheering them on. But
Coach LaValle and Coach Farley were having a nice conversation there with the kick return team.
Diego Richards back deep again to receive the kickoff.
Aaron's on the far side.
And that is
And I don't know who number 7 is. We don't have
that
a
is
roster.
Johnny Bazell.
Oh, 7 Johnny? Okay.
Yes, that is Johnny Bazell.
They're coming up tighter now. Johnny is. Now they're dropping back. They're going to do the same thing. They're not going to kick the. I have a feeling we're not going to see anybody kick to Diego this year.
No. Unless it's on a punt, that's probably the most we will see. Unless Guthrie wants to challenge. Guthrie and Deer Creek wants to challenge. I do not see that coming in the future. Here's the kick.
There we go.
There it is to
Shows
Diego
you what
Richards.
I know.
He receives it at about the 5-yard line. He gets a
That's
couple
why-
blocks, and he's going down on the sideline.
That's why you don't kick it to him.
He's going to take it to the house for the Titans for the first touchdown of the game. Number 21, Diego Richards. He's only a sophomore, but he's a very fast runner. There's the Titan band for you, playing the theme song. And the starting offense for the Titans, which we won't see because they just scored, but will be number 15, Pace Benefi, number 81, Jake Hill, number 70, Tyler Banta, number 76, Blake Blanton, number 60, Branton Swanner, 66, Trey Terry, 63, Trent Hester, 12, Braxton Dickerson, 23, Mike Mitchell, 20, R.T. Sherman, and 11, Diego Richards. Check that, Diego Richards, number 21. And Kendall Eaton, I believe,
Yep.
misses the field goal, bounces off the upright. And the score will be 6 for your Carl Albert Titans, 3 against the Demons, or for the Demons, with 9:45 left in the first quarter. See, that happens a lot on kickoffs. If you kick it to Diego Richards and he gets a couple good blocks, and he's next to the sideline, he'll just burn it to the end zone. I don't think anybody would chase him down, really.
Tonight we'd like to thank, well, this isn't the right one. There we go.
There it is.
Tonight we'd like to thank the production staff for CarlAlbertTitans.tv. Our director is Caden Caldwell. Camera 1's William Kerr. Camera 2, Jeffrey Baker. Braxton Boyd in charge of the graphics. Sophia Smith hiding down on the sideline in case there's a report to be made. And Eric Aguilar, the one and only, doing the play-by-play. Miss Sarah Smith, the producer and the person that runs this whole thing.
Small, Mr. McNamara.
Did I say Smith?
Yes.
What's her name?
Sarah Small. Who is doing
You're
the
still
kickoff
married to the
duties?
same guy? You haven't changed last names?
17 years, Michael.
You'd think I'd get it. Hey, at least I didn't say Sarah Johnson.
That would be my legitimate.
Okay, that's.
legitimate mistake.
Well,
who do I know named Sarah Smith? No, she makes apple pies. No, that's Mrs. Smith, isn't it? All right.
Well,
Back to the football game. Here's Eric.
Kendall Eaton doing the kickoff duties. Kicks it deep, and the Demons will let it roll into the end zone for a touchback. And that is number 13, Connor Watts. Excuse me, that is not Kendall Eaton. Connor Watts doing the kickoff duties.
I'll tell you what, Connor has demonstrated a very strong leg
Yes,
against
he
the
has.
Bombers and again tonight.
Yes. The ball will be placed at the 20-yard line for the Demons' first offensive possession. The starting offense tonight for the Demons will be Luke Ring, Nathan Clark, Aaron Haley, Colin Klingensmith, Dylan Seaberger, Trenton Bell, Cole Hennessy, Charles, I'm sorry, I'm going to mess his name up, Jarapu, Jordan Lilly, John J.W. Morrow, and Hayden Moore.
Yeah, you go.
Richards. And the ball, I believe there's a flag on the play, and the ball gets moved back about 10 yards to holding. And the ball will be placed at the 11-yard line, 10-yard line.
Klingensmith comes to the left. Trenton Bell is back at the, they called him Trenton Ball all last year.
That was a Carl Albert Titan.
Yes, it
wasn't
was. All last year I called
Yes.
him Trenton Ball.
Bell drops back.
Nice
And the pass
coverage.
is high. Mark Luster on the coverage keeps him from catching it.
Very nice one-on-one coverage. Did not get beat deep.
He stayed behind him the whole time.
Yes, he did.
Mark Luster's pretty fast, too. Mark is a sophomore, wide receiver, cornerback. He's 5'8", 173 pounds. He's pretty quick. Dealt with a couple of injuries last year. But snap is high. Ring runs out to the side, and the pass is dropped off of a little dump off.
He tried to run before he caught the football.
Yes, and that is one mistake that the Carl Albert coaches will not be very happy with. They always tell the receivers to catch the ball, then think about a touchdown. Just worry about catching the ball first before you start running. It'll be 3rd and 19 for the Demons at the 11-yard line. The nose of the football is on the 11-yard line. Substitutions being made for the Demons. There's only 12 seconds left on the play clock. Have to snap the ball. They get it off. Ring drops back in, throws the pass, and it's caught, but he's wrapped up about 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th and 11. And the Demons punt unit comes on. Titans have a strong defensive stand in that series, Mr. McAvoy.
Yes, they did.
And Diego Richards lines up about the 40-yard line to receive the punt.
Do you have the entire Carl Albert?
Yes, I do.
Okay. May
Here it
I?
is. Yes.
That's Zane Alexander. I couldn't figure out who number 1 was.
Number
That's a
one,
nice play by
yes.
Zane.
And the punt is nearly blocked. Diego
Oh,
Picks it up
we
at
get
the
to watch
40.
him run again.
Jukes runs to the near sideline, and he takes off again. He's got one defender to beat with Titan blockers, and he's going to take it to the house again off of a punt this time.
Don't kick the ball to Diego.
If you have to.
How much of a genius do you have to be?
I know. I think the Duncan coaches are not happy. I think they're going to stop kicking it to Diego now.
There is a reason the Bombers did the deep onside all night long.
They know about Diego. Diego Richards is a standout. He's a star.
About 40 years ago, there was a young man that played football at Carl Albert High School by the name of Marvell Rogers. He was without a doubt the fastest, smoothest young man I've ever seen carry the football. Diego is
Up
the
there.
closest thing to it
Yes.
that I've seen in a lot of years.
What about Dylan Lohr last year?
No, he doesn't have that kind of move. Dylan's a little bit stronger.
Right.
Dr. Lee Master making the call that somebody has to come in and have a dental floss replaced. I don't know what that call is.
On
It's-
the football, the laces.
No, that's what. No. What he just did. Coach
I-
Ring's coming out to get an explanation.
the
I think
field
it
goal
was.
units on.
It's supposed to be a need to come in and have a teeth cleaning.
What happened? Like, what does that mean?
It means an illegal substitution.
Okay. Field goal units on. Kendall Eaton lines up. Kick the ball. He puts this one through this time. He wasn't going to miss that one. No, that's Connor Watts. Excuse me, I keep getting them confused because last year Kendall started all year. And that makes the score 13-3. Titans over the Demons. 7:55 left in the first quarter.
Sounds like a show on HBO. Titan over the Demons.
Yes.
Or a video game that you should play
Right.
or something like that.
Sounds like it, but it's not a name.
The Carl Albert Titans.tv crew covers varsity events of football, softball, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball, as well as special events like this week's upcoming homecoming parade and band concerts. Titan fans from all around the world tune in to keep up with the mighty Titans all year long. Last year, we had people that were texting us from Germany that were watching the ballgame. Your business could be featured on our show. For advertising information, contact Sarah Small, sometimes a Smith, known as Smith. Sarah Small, 405-739-1726, extension 3084, or email small, hey, now I take back almost everything I've said, at middale.net to discuss your advertising options on CarlAlbertTitans.tv.
Well, that penalty that was thrown for, what was it again?
Substitution.
Illegal substitution. They back it up on the kickoff, and they line up at the 25 to kick the ball. Connor Watts doing the duties. Connor gets set. Here he goes. And the kick is received about the 24-yard line. And the runner gets driven down to the ground about the 39-yard line.
That was Spencer Kaeg bringing the ball back for the Demons.
We had three Titans tackle him, who I think one was Tyler Banta, or did he just come on the field? I couldn't tell.
Tyler saw there was a tackle, so he wanted to get over in case there was a picture made.
True. Tyler, he's a big boy, and he's pretty good.
Slot to the right. Wildcat look. No, that's still, I thought I saw 34. Sorry.
No. Ball goes to the
Bell.
right side of the field to Bell.
There you go.
And he gets
Hey.
hit and stopped before the line of scrimmage.
Great
Loses a yard.
pursuit. Great pursuit from the inside.
One of the Titans came through, missed a tackle, but has still held on. Grabbed him by his jersey, started pulling him back, and then the help from the Titans came. And they took him down to the ground.
Next week's homecoming here at Carl Albert. Western Heights Jets will be here. 6:30, the coronation.
Ring keeps it, and he gets hit in the knees for about a 3-yard gain.
Homecoming parade will be going down Douglas and 15th Street. I believe it begins at 1 o'clock. I think we'll have it live and direct on CarlAlbertTitans.tv at about 1 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 3rd down and 6. Well, the Demons came out early and scored that field goal, but that's about it. And that was off of a miscommunication between the center and Braxton Dickerson.
Luke Ring did go out of the game at that point. They were working on his left hand. In at quarterback was number 14, Kobe Kirkland, the 6-foot junior.
There's a penalty thrown, I believe. It looks like there's a flag down. He picks it up.
Encroachment against the Titans.
Is that a 10-yard penalty, or will it be a 5?
No, it's 5.
It'll be a 5. It should be 3rd and 1. Short yardage for the Demons to pick up a first down. Ball is placed at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we're in Canada.
There's a timeout taken by
It's
the
a good thing
Demons.
they got the timeout because the
Receiver.
the receiver on the right side and the back were moving forward all at the same time.
Yes.
I thought I was in Montreal or something watching Canadian football there for a minute.
All the receivers moving at the same time.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah,
Or arena football, I guess.
true. CFL and Arena.
Couple of other things that we needed to make everybody aware of. First of all, thanks go out to the administration of the Middale Schools, Dr. Richard Cobb and others, Mr. Mike Clark, and then the administration of Carl Albert High School, Miss Kristen Goggins, Miss Crystal Ross, and Miss Lindsay Tennell, and Mr. Foley. And welcome to Mr. Wayne Dozier joining our administrative staff this week. With their help, we're able to put this on the air and the airwaves for you. Eric, it's third down.
And Ring takes the snap, throws it out to the flat, and the Demons get stopped about half of a yard shy.
Klein Corley, Tyler Banta.
And I think Des Green,
Was that? It is
number
Des
88,
Green.
Des Green, come up with the stop. There's about one more length of a football to get in there for a first down, and I think the Demons will go for it. No.
I'm a little surprised they're not going
Right,
for
they're
it.
bringing on their punt unit.
As successful as their punting game has been thus far, I think I'd be going for it.
Right.
I'll tell you what.
Diego?
I bet if they punt this football, if Diego gets it, I bet there's a coach over on the far side that's going to get his blood pressure going to rise.
Yes. Snap. It's a high kick.
It is. He's not
Diego
gonna be
calls
able-
for a fair catch
There
at
you
the
go.
20-yard line.
That's the way you handle it.
They had coverage down there that time.
Hey, you know what we're about to see? Carl Albert's up 13-3. How many offensive plays have they run?
2.
Only one, isn't it? The one that we fumbled on?
No, we had one offensive series, didn't we? No, maybe one. I do not remember. But Braxton Dickerson in the backfield to do the quarterback job. Mark Luster comes towards the Titans sideline. Braxton keeps it, and he picks up about 2 yards.
We didn't get much of a block on that corner that time.
No, they had him locked up. It's just Braxton chose the outside, but help came a little quick. Their reinforcement came real quick. Titans break the huddle, come to the line. Diego Richards and Braden Purcell towards the Titan sideline. Mark Luster towards the Demon sideline. Braxton takes a snap, has a read option, and he picks up the first down. He keeps it himself.
It's a nice little fake on the pitch right there.
Yes. He did a little pump fake towards Mike Mitchell.
And they're moving the chain.
It's another Titan first down at the 31-yard line. Trips to the left. Nope. I was going to say I believe we're going to see a pitch, or not a pitch, but a pass.
I truly
But-
believe that the ground created that fumble.
Yes, I believe Mike was
That's
down.
not what they're saying.
Nope. Duncan recovers a fumble from Mike Mitchell. I do believe he hit the ground and then the ball came out, but that's not what the officials are saying.
Well, they're a lot closer to the action than I am.
Yes. And they're going to say it's Duncan's ball. Carl Albert coaches have got to be upset with their offense right now because they're not really doing anything. The only scores have come off of special teams from Diego Richards. Ring takes a snap, hands it off to Bell. Couple missed tackles, but Mark Luster or Zane Alexander. That's Mark Luster comes up with the tackle after a 4-yard gain. The ball will be placed at the 32 and a half. 31 and a half.
I look forward to watching Trenton Bell next year as a senior.
He's only a junior?
Yes, he is.
He's pretty good for a junior.
You can see a lot. The difference that you can see in him from last year to this year is his strength inside between the tackles. It's a lot stronger.
Right. He picks up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. There's 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, false start, I believe. Movement by the offense. Yes, it will be a false start. That'll back them up 5 yards. Ball will be placed at the 33. It'll be 3rd and 7. Ring takes a snap, throws a pass, and the defender gets beat deep. That is Mark Luster or Zane Alexander. And the Demons score a touchdown, and they will make it 9-13.
Yeah, that was Colin Klingensmith, who we've heard about for several weeks now.
Yes, that was Zane Alexander gets beat deep for a wide open touchdown for Colin.
That's the play that they scored, that Duncan scored on to beat Guthrie at the end of the ball game 2 weeks ago.
Who did they play last week?
Shawnee.
Shawnee, okay. And the kick is up and good, and it'll be 10-13. Titans up. Last year, Titans hung on, for a 1-point win, 14-13. And that score is being close to reached, or how would I say that?
We're about to match that score.
Yes, we're about to match that score.
There you go.
There we go.
This week is homecoming week at Carl Albert High School. During the week, Monday is homecoming dress-up day. 9th graders will be dressing in yellow. The 10th graders will be in purple. The 11th graders in green, and the 12th graders in pink. And the number 1 faculty in the state of Oklahoma will be wearing red. And then on Tuesday, it's homecoming dress-up day. Tails and trunks. I have my elephant head that I'm going to wear that day. And we have volleyball then on Tuesday as well. Wednesday is homecoming dress-up day. That's decade day. Pick out a decade. Now, the one I'm looking forward to is Thursday. You're supposed to think how you're going to be dressing when you're 30. Well, whenever I was 30, it was bell-bottom pants, white belt.
The career you'll have when you're 30.
Yeah, I still have my stuff.
The career? If it's supposed to be the career, I'm supposed to be going to school to be a welder.
Are you really?
Yes.
Bring your welding goggles.
No, I might wear my welding goggles. I don't know. I might end up wearing my work jeans and work shirt and probably a welding helmet if they will allow it.
I wish you'd have worn your work clothes to my class last year.
Why?
So you didn't work.
Oh, because I have my Longhorn shirt?
Something like that.
Yes, I'm a Longhorns fan.
There's the kickoff, and guess who's going to pick it up at the 8?
Diego. And he gets tripped up, and
that's a nice play right there. Let's see who it is. I have him picked out. I just can't see his number. 5, 6, 5.
Something. Number 7, Johnny Bazell had a big block on the play, though. He dropped his person.
That was Spencer Kegg. He's the same one that returned the kickoff a moment ago. Hey, the Titans need to demonstrate that we can move the ball offensively on this series.
Right.
We're at 3:15, 13-10 lead.
We can't rely on special teams to do all of our work.
Well, we've got to be able to dominate inside that line. Carl Albert we can run the football.
Right.
And
trips to the right. Braxton drops back to pass. Braden Purcell's wide open, catches the ball, and he is It looks like he gets chased down, but he
5.
will make it into the end zone for a touchdown. First play from the Titans of line of scrimmage, and Braden Purcell scores a touchdown. He's celebrating right now as the Titans come meet him at the end zone. Have a team celebration. Well, there's a play for you.
How about that call from the broadcast crew? Got to dominate that line and run that ball. Boom! Touchdown pass.
Yes. 19-10, Titans in the lead.
That's why Coach Johnson's down there and I'm up here.
It's all right. The kicker is,
Is it Connor again?
yes, I believe it's Connor Watts, number 13. Yes, Connor Watts doing the kicking. Puts this one through. Makes it 20-10.
I would like to thank Coach Rose and the staff on their fine selection of the uniforms this year.
Yes,
Much easier to see that red on that gray than what it's been in the past.
right. Last year we were playing Bishop McGinnis and had great jerseys for the National Guard Game of the Week. It was gray with black numbers, and it was a little bit tricky to see the numbers.
Oh, we just made it up.
Y'all did?
Yeah.
Well,
Some kid named Stevie Smith ended up being the lead yardage gainer for Carl Albert. We didn't have anybody named Stevie Smith. So we just made everything
well,
up.
that probably would have been Dylan Lore or Cadell Wynn. If it was number 5, it was Cadell Wynn.
It would not have been Cadet.
Hands himself, his nickname Hands,
Um,
he could catch. He was 5'8", 5'9", but he could get up there and catch the ball. Connor Watts doing the kicking duties again. Lines up at the 40-yard line.
I thought Coach Mosier was chewing out LeBlanc down there, venting the frustration from what happened to the Cardinals today at the hands of the Cubs. But I don't think that Coach Mosier was yelling or screaming or anything. He handles frustration better than I handle frustration.
Yes. Well, Coach Rose, he tries to have the coaches, like, he doesn't want them yelling very much or screaming at the players. He wants them to be nice, calm. Connor Watts kicks it, goes deep to the 8-yard line, and the runner gets stopped at the 23-yard line. Swarm of gray jerseys for the Titans. That looks like Jason Taylor, number 80, on the stop, or with the initial hit, initial contact. Jason Taylor's only a sophomore too. We have some really good sophomores, Mr. McAvoy. He's only a sophomore. He plays, they have on the roster, it says he plays tight end
Thank you.
and safety, but I believe he plays wide receiver and safety. He's 5'10", 160 pounds.
I want to thank the Carl Albert Athletic Department for their hospitality as they have brought water. And I want to thank Miss Sarah Small, who brought me a water.
There's another flag on the play.
That
False
lady named
start.
Smith didn't bring me anything, but that lady named Small did.
Another false start, 5-yard loss for the Demons. Ball will be placed at the 19-yard line.
They may have felt sorry for me watching me come up the steps this morning today.
1st and 15. Why is that?
Oh, that was they've got to get a cherry picker out here for me. That's what I ought to do. Is I ought to show up with a cherry picker one time.
The Titans have their linebackers creep up to the line for a blitz. The ball is a high snap, and Ring gets taken down for a, I believe, 8-yard loss.
Ring was
Ring?
rung.
Ring was rung.
What do you think?
They rang his bell, or rung his bell.
Ranged.
Ranged his bell.
They didn't rang. Ranged is not right.
I know.
Okay.
I corrected myself. I caught that one. And it will be 2nd and 22.
You know, if he ever
Another
runs for
high
a
snap.
touchdown, that's going to be tough. Ring runs. Oh, I know.
Bell picks up about 4 yards on the play, makes it 3rd and
when he carries the football, we can say that Ring worms his way to the goal line. That'll be a good one.
Yes. It'll be about 3rd and 18, I believe.
It's third and a long way. I
3rd
don't
and
know.
18
I think
with
they're
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
I think they're in Cleveland County right now.
Ring drops back for a pass. He's got a scramble, and he throws the pass, but it's picked off. That is Zane Alexander, I believe. Makes the tackle miss, and he takes it for a pick 6. Zane Alexander on the play, takes it in for another Titans touchdown. Zane made a pretty good move on the play and took it in.
I'll tell you what, our defensive backfield is a heck of a lot better than it's been in 3 or 4 years.
Yes, I believe we have four sophomores starting though. It's Zane Alexander, Diego Richards, Jason Taylor, and I believe Trajan Lands. But the score will be 26-10. Connor Watts doing the kicking duties.
If you get an opportunity, check out the Daily Oklahoman this morning.
And the kick is blocked. The score will stay 26-10 with 1 minute 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Big article in the paper this morning on the Western Heights Jets. That's who Carl Albert will be hosting next Friday night.
Homecoming.
The Jets, if you'll remember last year, that's where Mrs. Small almost got us murdered.
Why or how?
She was talking about selling tattoos or something. I don't remember. So,
Miss Small's back here blaming it on
But-
Mr. McAvoy.
but
It's going both ways.
what was honestly interesting was the talent, the athletes that they had at Western Heights.
Yes.
Speed like you would not believe. And one of the young men was named Rassat, Rassatt. He was the player of the week this last week in the Oklahoma City area.
Is he running back or wide receiver?
He plays in out in like a flanker, and they'll
Okay.
bring him back in and a slot back.
Okay.
And most of it, he'll run that jet sweep. He is quick.
Well, the Titans have a student named Rossan, Rossaan, I believe, or Rossaan. People mistake it for Roseanne.
We'll have to remember that.
Yes. He got Roseanne a lot last year. Frustrated him a bit, but Connor Watts back on the field to kick the ball.
I tell you what, I want to compliment Duncan bringing a pretty good crowd. I noticed 3 or 4 buses came in a moment ago. The band's over there, and they have, I tell you, quite a few young ladies in the Palm Squad and the cheer. There's your kick. That's a pretty good one.
He kicks it to about the 8-yard line again. And the tackle is made at the 25-yard line.
You know,
26.
he's kicking it to the 8. By the same token, I was going to say he's kicking into the teeth of about a 15-mile-an-hour wind, but that wind has really died off.
True.
And we have lightning in the northeast. But it was way over there. But, hey, I have spotted lightning.
Well, that could end up putting a stoppage to our game.
And
couldn't
there
it,
goes
if it's
Coach
moving forward?
Rollins. He must have seen it, too. He's going to the locker room.
Uh-oh. No, I think
Not
he's just walking. He stops about the 47.
He didn't see that lightning.
Probably not. He's focused on the game. The Duncan has the ball at the 26-yard line. Titans bring up their linebackers. Ring fakes the handoff, dumps it to the receiver in the flat, and they pick up a first down and more. He goes down about the 45-yard line of Titan territory.
And that was Nathan Clark for the
It's a big gain.
Demons.
Trajan Lands coming onto the field to substitute for, is that number 77? That is Lydell Williams.
Going to go with 5 backs, huh?
Yes, I think we're going to have.
Nickel package.
Yes. Nickel package. Handoff goes to Bell, runs to the near side. Mark Luster wraps him up for, I believe, a 7-8 yard gain. No, it looks like they might have had a first down. It looks like it. They have the ball spotted at the 37. And it will be. No, they are backing the ball up. There's a flag on the play.
A reminder to the parents of the Carl Alberts High School student body, Monday, September the 28th is professional day. There's no school for the students. On Tuesday, September the 29th, the students will be receiving their first 6-week progress report. So parents, on September the 29th, you can be anticipating that.
Well, the ball gets backed up to about the 44 and a half of the Demons. About a 5 yard running play.
You know
Brings the ball up to the 47, second and long.
the defensive coordinator is out on the field chewing out the quarterback. That just happens to be his son. But I was going to mention, Coach Ring is one of those young men who went to school through the Maysville Public Schools back in the 1980s, early 90s, and their football program was absolutely outstanding. And out of that, many coaches, and we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Oh. Was there a flag? No. Wide open receiver. The pass is high. It'll make it 3rd and 15 with 16.1 seconds left in the first quarter.
Coach Ring, of course, is the defensive coordinator at Duncan after serving for the past 30 years as head coach of various places across southern Oklahoma.
Ring drops back to pass, gets chased out of the pocket. He will keep it himself. Trajan Land misses a tackle, makes a couple more tackles miss, but he picks up the first down, and he gets taken down around the 29-yard line in Titan territory. Nice little scramble for Ring there.
The year that Glennis Ring graduated from Maysville High School, they had a running back and a linebacker by the name of Barry Odom. Barry Odom is now the defensive coordinator for the University of Missouri from little bitty Maysville, Oklahoma.
Yes. And there is your first quarter. Your Titans on top of the Demons 26-10. Second quarter coming up next.
And now it's time for our first advertisement.
We have an advertisement?
Yes.
Who is it?
Eric Snowball Stand in Anchorage, Alaska. If you ever want a snowball and you're in Anchorage, Alaska, go by Eric's and check it out. What do we have this next week? We have softball. Are we doing any softball this next week?
Well, they have the game
Monday, Tuesday.
on our schedule. It says it's a home game, but I think Miss Goggins says it's an away game. The weekly happenings for the Titans says it's an away game.
On Monday, it says they're at Shawnee.
Miss Small is going to have to go talk to Coach White and see if it's an away or home. And if it's an away, I do not think we will be broadcasting that game.
On September the 29th, that's Parent Day for volleyball, right? So I think it is. So that'll be one that we do.
Okay.
Hey, that day softball at Purcell, volleyball Piedmont home. I'm just sure that's the Parent Day.
Right. Yesterday was a special day for me, Mr. McAvoy.
It was a Thursday.
Well, not just a Thursday.
And Eric, let us know why it was a special day for you.
Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 16.
Do you have your driver's license?
Not yet.
Good.
I was supposed to get it, but my parents
decided not to.
No,
Thank them for me.
They ended up not talking to my ag teacher, Mr. Little. He offered to take me to go get my permit and pay for everything, but I would work it off, and then he would lend me a truck whenever I got my license so I could drive and work for him. That looks like number 77, Lydell Williams, come hobbling off the field, limping. Coach Mosier goes over to help him off. Lays down on the sidelines, and the athletic trainer, Coach Kim Davis, goes over to check him out. Ring drops
Wide
back,
open
throws a
again.
pass. And another touchdown for the Duncan Demons, it looks like. Or they're going to spot him at the 1. Nope, they're going to call it a touchdown. That was Johnny Bazell that got beat deep.
There's no doubt in my mind that they saw the Shawnee film. That's the hitch, is what they did against Shawnee twice. That's what they did against Guthrie. We know
Right.
they're going to do it, and they've done it now twice against us.
Right. And that makes the score 26-16.
The first team to 100 may win tonight. Pardon me? Lydell Williams.
Number 77, Lydell Williams.
And the extra point is good.
I believe Lydell is up and walking now. Oh, no, he's being helped off. I don't think we will be seeing any more of him for a little while. He's got 3 or 4 Titans helping him over to the trainer's table.
Yeah, if you know Lydell, it's going to take 3 or 4 of them.
Right. He's
He's
walking
going to
on his
be
own
okay.
power now.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
He probably just twisted or sprained his ankle. Well, the defensive staff is not going to be happy tomorrow and Monday at practice for the varsity.
Well, and that's right after we said something about how much better the defensive backfield looked than what it had looked in the last 3 or 4. I still think it's better.
Right.
We have been beaten twice on
Right.
that hitch.
We proved it last week. We stepped up after going down 28 or 21 to nothing at halftime and coming back and holding Midwest City to only 1 touchdown for the rest of the game. And our offense also stepped up, scoring 21 points. We lost the game, yes, but they put up a fight.
It was one of those yes but games, huh?
Yes. We had a chance to come back and win. We did. Diego Richards going back deep to receive the kick. I do not think they'll kick it to him anymore unless it's a punt. Let's see what they do.
I'll tell you what, the air feels awfully heavy in here. I don't know what it feels like outside.
Right.
It may be the fact that I see the lightning getting a little closer.
Yes. The trainers are still looking at Lydell. They're bringing ice packs over to put on his ankle.
Back in the day, we took them an aspirin and a Band-Aid and said, get out there.
When I get hurt, I try not to say anything about it. No, it's not smart, but it was
That-
an onside and the kick goes out of bounds.
That was
and there's a
really
penalty.
quite ugly.
Yes, it was.
But they're probably happier with that than a return.
Right. There's a penalty thrown for a kick out of bounds. I think it'll move the ball forward 5 to 10 more yards. It went out of bounds around the 42-yard line. No, the 38.
Yeah, what is
They
he
don't have
doing?
it set. They don't have it set.
Now we're
it's
all
at
right.
the 42.
I thought, what in the world is he doing?
I think the Titans declined that because the ball did go out of bounds at the 42.
Yep.
Coach Rose decided not to take it. And we have trips going. No, we do not have trips, do we?
No,
We
there's
have
only
a
2 out there.
Tight end, I believe. We brought in a tight end.
Yep.
So we kind of do have trips. But Braxton Dickerson keeps the ball. He's still running on his feet, and he gets pulled back to the 48-yard line.
I'll bet you here in the next 11 minutes we get to say tank.
Yes, I believe we will see Tank before the night's over. But Braxton picks up about 7 on the play, makes it 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4.
I think Coach Rose was just told that Lydell Williams will not be coming back.
Right. I believe he messed his ankle up enough to where he won't be practicing or playing for a little while. Looks like Mike Mitchell gets stopped for no gain on the play. Maybe half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4. ball at the 49.5. Titans still in the huddle.
I really don't think the Lightning's getting closer. I don't think it's coming this way. It's going to stay east. What concerns me is whenever there's a lightning strike, what is it, within 10 miles,
Probably.
something like that, then you have to.
Well, the Titans are forced to take their first time out of the game. The play clock was running low.
Carl Albert Titans.tv crew covers varsity events for football, softball, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball, as well as special events like the homecoming parade and various concerts. Titan fans from around the country tune in to keep up with the Mighty Titans all year long. Your business could be featured on our show. For advertising information, contact Ms. Sarah Small, 405-739-1726. Extension 3084, or email at small@middale.net to discuss your advertising options on CarlAlbertTitans.tv. Again, thanks to CC and Braxton and David, who's working really hard back there.
Working his thumbs.
Are you doing the Twitter account? Is that what you're? Oh, Miss Small's in charge of that? That's good. And is Sophia still here?
Yes, she's down on the sidelines with Jeffrey Baker.
I enjoyed her last report.
And there's the tank. Braxton keeps it, runs it to the outside, picks up about 3 yards. They're going to spot him about a yard shy. It'll be 4th and 1. And I believe Coach Rose will throw in the tank again and run it up the gut with Braxton. Let's see what he calls.
Well, I'll tell you what Coach Ring's going to do whenever we come tank. He's going to put 8 men in the box.
Right. There's an official's timeout, official's timeout on the field. I think they're going to bring on the chains to. Yes, they will. They are bringing on the chains to see if it was a Titans first down or not.
I hope we don't find out that the referee is cross-eyed.
Is he really cross-eyed?
Well, if he is, I'm going to have to find a different dentist. I don't want a cross-eyed dentist working on my teeth.
He's your dentist?
He's my dentist. That's why I have no teeth.
And it looks like it'll be just shy.
That's my dentist. He knows an inch when he sees one.
Yes, it'll be 4th and an inch. It's a really short place. They might call it a first down. It depends on the nose of that football. Nope, it'll stay 4th and an inch.
Tank
coming in, I believe.
Tank.
Braxton will probably just stay up under center. Or stay under center.
Looking over to get the calls from Coach Terry, who's relaying the plays in from Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson today, or this week, told me that he knew Coach Ring quite well. So he knew that they were going to put 8 men in the box here.
Right.
And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here they may have 9.
It'll be 3rd and
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
On the Titans, for the Titans, Braxton Dickerson picks up the first down, but the box, it said 3rd down on the box before the snap, and then I believe they changed it to 4th down. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 46.5, or 45.5, excuse me. They did throw the tank in there, though. Braxton takes a snap, runs it, and if he had not have been taken down on that play, all he had was a glory, just a touchdown coming up. He would have taken it to the house, but he gets stopped about a yard shy of a first down at the 35.
Shoestring tackle.
Yes. 36-yard line. Twins to the right side towards Duncan. Duncan sideline. Braxton takes a snap. Keeps it himself again. Runs the same way. Picks up the first down. Gets taken down about the 20, 27, 28-yard line. Titans are moving now, and there's more lightning out of the northeast.
Sophia's not down there with an umbrella, is she?
She is. It's laying on the ground next to the camera.
She's the lightning. She made it.
3-4 times in a row, Coach Rose calls the same play. Braxton keeps it again. Comes up, a little slow, hobbling, but I believe he will stay in the game. He's going into the huddle.
Little limpy.
Jason Taylor comes into the game as number
Pace Benefi.
15. Pace Benefi comes off the field. Taking out a tight end, putting in a wide receiver. Or another tight end. Nope, it is a wide receiver. Diego Richards and Jason Taylor towards Duncan, and Braden Purcell towards Carl Albert sideline. Braxton throws it to Diego. Makes a move, jukes the player, makes another move, but gets taken down, but not before he picks up another Titan first down at the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Titans are close to scoring again.
Special shout out to Miss Esther Snell, who's celebrating her 90th birthday this afternoon, or today. Coach Wade's mother-in-law. Coach Wade, Carl Albert High School for many years. Happy birthday, Miss Snell.
Braxton fakes a handoff, dumps it to Braden Purcell, who can't hang on. He thought about touchdown. He was thinking about that touchdown. He dropped the ball. Pass was on the outside. But the defender overran the pass and kind of made contact with Braden, but not enough to call it a pass interference. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Bazell's warming up over here on the sideline.
I think on the next series they will take Braxton out, take a look at his ankle, make sure he's okay, and put Bazell in.
Oh, there it is.
Oh!
That's a flag.
They haven't thrown it yet. I don't see
Holy
it.
moly, Batman.
The pass
he was
goes
completely knocked down out of the play.
into the end zone, but they had 4 players on Diego Richards who the pass was intended for, and they tripped him.
He had all 4 of them beat. So
He did, and they tripped him, but there's no flag on the play. It'll be 3rd and 10. That's ridiculous. Pace Benefi coming off again. Jason Taylor running back onto the field.
This may be the warmest night we've had to do a football game because the headset is sweating like a big dog. I do not remember taking them off and wiping my brow prior to this. I bet that's something that's interesting if any of you people at home are having your supper.
Titans take another timeout. Braxton will come off, I believe. He's limping towards the sidelines.
Again, thank you to the administration and staff of Carl Albert High School. There comes Braxton off the field.
Yes, he's hurting. He's in pain. And they will put Johnny Bazell in. Braxton walking over to the athletic trainer, taking a knee.
My guess is they're going to rewrap an ankle.
Probably.
Dr. Rick Cobb over at administration, Mr. Mike Clark, the district athletic director, and all the assistant administrators. And then here at Carl Albert High School, Mrs. Goggins, Miss Ross, Mrs. Tennell, Mr. Foley, and Mr. Dozier, thank you very much for the effort and support that you provide for us so that we're able to do this GameView TV.
Johnny Bazell in for his first possession of the game. Braxton still being looked at by the athletic trainer. We have twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Johnny takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and throws it.
Oh,
And
my
it is
goodness.
a touchdown for the Titans, it looks like, or was the pass dropped?
Looked like it was underthrown just a tiny bit.
Jason Taylor, he had to go down for it, but it was underthrown. They
Yep.
said the ball hit the turf, so it'll be 4th and 10 for the Titans.
How about that for bringing in a young person at quarterback? This first
Right.
play, let him throw a slant.
Well, he stays in. Titans are going to go for it on 4th and 10. Fake the handoff again. He throws it up, and the pass is nearly intercepted. It'll be turnover on downs. They tried the same play again.
And once again on defense, that is number 5, Spencer Kegg. And he's been all over the place this evening.
Right. If Jason Taylor, the intended receiver, they ran the same play and targeted the same receiver. If he would have just looked up, he would have caught the pass because Kegg, he had it and he tipped it up and it landed right next to Jason Taylor. If he would have just looked up into the side, we probably would have had another touchdown on the scoreboard. Well, with the turnover on downs, it'll be your Titans over the Duncan Demons, 26-17 with 7 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game. Duncan picks up about a 9-yard run, 10-yard run. I believe it's enough for a Demon first down. They mark it at the 28-yard line, and it is enough. It's a first down for the Demons. Titan band getting ready down south of the south end zone on the track, right under the scoreboard, getting ready for halftime. The pass is thrown to number, I think, 14. That is Kobe Kirkland with the receive. Pick up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Twins towards the Titan sidelines for the Demons. Single receiver towards the Demon sideline. Rings, drops back, throws a little tunnel screen, and the receiver gets taken down, but it is a first down. That's number 11,
That's Klingensmith.
Klingensmith.
It
For the
certainly
Demons.
is.
It's a first down. Demons are showing some offensive movement right now. Same play again, but
They're
the
sit-
Titans stop him
they're
for about
setting
a
us
1
up.
yard gain.
They're setting us up for that hitch again.
Right.
Short, short, short.
Titans better cover deep. Got to have a couple people covering close and a couple people covering deep. I say just play man to man instead of throwing in a cover. Cover 3 probably is what they'll throw in.
Watch what these safeties are not backing.
Handoff. And Bell gets hit, but stumbles across the first down marker for another first down. Ball will be placed at the 45. The, I believe, head coach or offensive coordinator for the Demons came out on the field yelling at the, that's not the ref, that is a
Linesman.
line judge. Ring fakes a handoff, rolls out to his right, throws a pass, and it is broken up by number 1, Zane Alexander, or is that number 3, Mark Luster?
That's Luster.
That's Luster. Luster got his hand in there, broke up the pass. He was beat deep,
Yep.
not by much. It was just by like maybe a body.
Pass was underthrown just a tiny bit.
Mark threw his hand up, knocked it up and over. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think that's the first play on this drive that they have not picked up at least 1 yard. But looks like we have trips to the right, single to the left. Ring fakes the run, and it is thrown and it's picked off, and it looks like Diego Richards. No, that is number 6, Aaron Hill. Takes it. No, number 2, Trajan Lands. Excuse me, I had 3 people named off. Yes, it's an interception by number 2, Trajan Lands. Takes it down to the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. Titans come up with a stop right there.
It's a drop. Kid hit was wide
Well,
open. Hit
he
him
was
right in
wide
the
open,
hands.
hit him, and a Titan player, I believe, hit him. Or no, did they not hit
Well,
him?
he just
Oh,
dropped
it just
it.
dropped it? He threw it. It's like he caught it and threw it back towards Trajan. Johnny
Trajan-
Bazell back onto the
Trajan
field.
said thank you and went on.
Yes, he did.
Hey, look what we've done to the splits. Look at the offense right there. Look at that offensive line. Those splits are
They're going to cave
a
down
yard
now.
wide.
Johnny Bazell keeps it. Picks
the-
up about 3.
With those wide splits, they're
4.
getting the defensive down lineman to move outside, widens the holes.
Johnny kept it himself, picked up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this half. The Titans on top 26-17.
They're doing it again. Look at that. Look at the gap between the center and the right guard. It's got to be 2 yards.
Johnny takes the ball himself again. Picks up about 2.
Ooh, that was a little late, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. No flag thrown though.
I'm surprised that Duncan's not shooting that gap if they're gonna leave that thing that wide.
Right. It'll be 3rd and 2. Johnny's come in and took over for Braxton Dickerson, who's still on the sideline getting his ankle looked at. I think they're icing it right now and saving him for the second half.
Still wide. They're gonna shoot that gap right here.
Yes, they will. Bazell keeps
Picked
it, runs
up.
the same play, picks up the first down. He reaches across. He puts the ball down, and he was already down. The whistles were blown, and one of the Duncan players thinks it's a fumble and picks it up, tries to run it back, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 18-yard line. No, not 18, excuse me, 13. Titans are moving again. Bazell in the backfield. Have a split to the right side of the Titans. Bazell runs it the opposite way. No, he did not lose a yard, I do not think. He picked up about 3. 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the half. Titans have 1 timeout remaining for this half. The Demons have 2. Well, Coach Rose has been keeping it on the ground so far.
Run that clock.
Right, we haven't seen very many passes. Bazell keeps it, runs, and gets to the, I believe, 6-yard line for a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and, no, it's a 3-yard gain, excuse me. The ball is placed at the 7. It'll be 3rd and 4. Have to get to the 3-yard line for a first down. And it looks like the Demons take another timeout.
Well, I thought we'd check and see if we could find us some high school scores here. Let's see what anybody's reporting yet. Let's see. We have reporters all across the state of Oklahoma. And our first report comes from Westmore, where Norman North leads Westmore 27-13. In Claremore, Oklahoma, Claremore leads Siloam Springs, Arkansas 12-0. Altus is ahead of Elk City 13-6. And in an upset, Waurika is ahead of Maysville. Maysville's ranked number 6 in the state, 6-0.
What class?
They're in A.
Class A?
Carl Albert Titans, thank you, CATitans.tv, reporting that Trajan Lands just intercepted a pass. Edmond North leads Stillwater 14-7. Turpin leads Laverne. Shirley is a little bit farther behind there. Heritage Hall ahead of Davis. Poor old Davis, ranked number 1 in 2A, and if they lose tonight, they'll be 1-3.
Oh, they've
1 and
already
3.
lost 2 games this season?
Yeah, they were beaten by Jones and they were beaten
Wow.
by Tuttle.
Wow, I think they are the defending state champions
Yes,
too.
they are. Tuttle is ahead of Elgin, 21-14. And we're back to action.
Bazell's still in. Tank formation. Have the gap spread. Bazell keeps it, picks up, or he's still running, gets hit a couple more times. Forward progress, he picks up about 1 yard, I believe. It'll make it 4th and 3. Or it might stay 4th and 4. They might have counted him as no gain. Yes, no gain. It'll be 4th and 4. Offense still stays on the field. Bazell in the shotgun, twins to the Demon sideline. Trips with a tight end. Bazell
Little
dumps
pop
it
pass.
to, is that Pace Benefi? Yes, it is. Number 15, Pace Benefi with a touchdown from Johnny Bazell. Acted like he was going to run it, and Pace just runs past the defense. Little shovel. No, I wouldn't call that a shovel. I'd say
Little
it's just
pop
a
pass.
little pop.
Kind of like the old day jump pass, but he
Right.
didn't jump.
He just tossed it in there nice and soft.
We need to have a camera on you so you can show us what he did. Just kind of flipped it out
He
there.
just flicked his hand.
There you go.
Score will be 32-17 with 1 minute 36 seconds left in the half. Connor Watts on to kick. Kicks the field goal, and it is good. 33-17. Titans lead the Demons.
I found me a job to do whenever I retire.
What is that?
I want to drive the golf cart that has the lights that flash whenever Carl Albert
Coach
scores
Rose's-
a touchdown.
Coach Rose's golf cart?
Yes, I want to drive that.
I don't know.
Just so that I can play with the lights.
True. I don't know if he'll let you. Normally it's just him that is allowed to drive it,
That's
but every
not
now
him
and
in
then,
and now.
because they're not driving, it's just sitting
Well,
still
I
and they're just doing the
sitting
lights.
it. That's okay.
Oh, you just want
I
to do
just
the
want
lights?
to be able to do the lights. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant driving it around and everything. We should get one for Game View. We should have one for us and have somebody down there doing that.
You know that would, and we could put a camera on there.
Yes.
That
Have
would-
a goal line camera
I've wondered
or end zone camera.
how about getting one of those Fox cameras, you know, that runs from that light pole to this light pole, and we can run that camera going across there.
Yes.
Or let's just get one that has a drone, and we can fly the drone around out there. Of course, we are in the Tinker flight pattern. We may not
True.
want to do that.
True. Connor Watts on to kick the ball again. This time it's a kickoff instead of a field goal. 33-17, Titans lead the Demons. 1 minute, 36 seconds left in the half. Ball is placed on the 40 for Connor.
Remember, at the end of the half, we'll have the CarlAlbertines.tv trivia question of the week. And if you're able to answer the question correctly, you'll get a free year's supply.
Connor kicks the ball deep to the 3-yard line. Ball is taken, and he gets hit immediately by 2 Titans, and he gets taken down around about the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. Initial contact was, I believe, Jason Taylor again. And somebody else came and helped him bring him down. Colin Klingenberg, right? Number 11
Klingensmith.
or Klingensmith, excuse me. Klingensmith, and I can't tell who the slot is. Handoff, tackled by number Brylan LeBlanc. What number is he?
42.
42. Brylan LeBlanc and I believe number 88 Des Green combined for that tackle. It's about a 3-yard pickup, 2nd 7. And I smell barbecue. Do you smell barbecue?
I hope that's what that is. When I first smelled it, I thought it was grass.
Number 15, Pace Benefee was in the backfield, but misses the sack.
Klein Corley comes up for the assist.
Demons pick up a first down. Ball will be placed at the 36-yard line. Titans are lucky that wasn't a late hit call because quarterback got hit a couple times out of bounds and then got taken down. But ring back. High snap, hands it off to Bell. Bell shakes a couple tackles and then gets brought down around the 45-yard line for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 5. Ring takes a snap, drops back, throws the pass, and it is overthrown, intended for number 11, Klingensmith. I believe that was Aaron Hill on the coverage, number 6. "15 seconds left before halftime. Titan band getting ready. I think they're going to go deep here. Or is it 4th? Nope, it's
No,
3rd
it's
down.
3rd.
I believe that's number 5, Jaden Poole, back deep in coverage, along with Aaron Hill.
This is what we were talking about last week, about not getting beat deep.
Right. No, it's a handoff. And that is not Aaron Hill. Who is that? Trajan Lands, number 2. And I think Mark Lester or Klein Corley come up with the combined tackle. 8 seconds left for halftime. Huge gain for the Demons. Ball will be placed at 39-yard line. 1st and 10. I think they're going to throw it here unless they're going to try and trick Titans again.
I think you may see that hitch.
Probably. But they better cover it well. Don't get beat deep.
Is now a good time to do the trivia question of the game?
Can you not wait, or do you want to do it at halftime?
I can wait.
I mean, you can do it now. I'm just.
No, I can wait.
I mean,
You think you don't know whether I can remember it then, by then or not.
and what is the
I may
reward? You
forget
said a free lifetime
A free lifetime supply of.
of what? Nothing? Or air?
Is my microphone not working? Are you not being able to hear? You get a full lifetime supply of. Oh, the microphone's not working, is it?
No. Jaden Poole back deep again with the corners and another safety. Trajan Lands. And they're going to throw. The pass is almost picked off. It's short. Is into the turf. But Trajan Land tried coming up with another interception in the game, but was not able to. With 3 seconds left in the game.
We're about to
or
see if Luke
halftime.
can throw the football 50 yards.
2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, would just throw the little old flat pass out
Right,
there
because
to
we have,
Bell.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 deep players for Carl
There
Albert.
you
They
go.
hand it off. They hand it off, but the Demons do not have enough yards to score a touchdown. They do receive the second half kickoff, though. Halftime, Carl Albert leads the Demons 33-17. Titan band coming on to the field, I believe. Yes. teams going to the locker rooms. A little slow to do so. Lydell Williams is being helped off the field or towards the locker room. I believe they might have him take his shoulder pads and jersey off for the rest of the game.
Why don't they use that golf cart and come over and pick him up? See,
Nor-
if I were driving
normally
the golf
they
cart,
do.
if I were
Normally they
driving the
do.
golf cart, I'd have picked him up.
Right. Normally they do come over, but I don't know why they did not. I wonder why.
Maybe it won't start.
He's taking maybe 3/4 of a yard, or 1/4 of the yard, steps towards locker rooms. Getting there, slowly but surely.
If you know the answer to the following trivia question, send it to CarlAlbertTitans.tv, hashtag CarlAlbertCATitans.tv. And the question is, can you name the 1979 graduate of Carl Albert High School, All-State quarterback, whose son is now a third baseman for the San Diego Padres? If you know the answer, go Twitter, go hashtag CATitans.tv, and if you are the first to answer the question correctly, then you will be the recipient of the lifelong supply of We have a big chair at midfield. Is that supposed to be a throne?
I believe so.
You said that the program was called
The Crown.
The Crown? Not the
Yes.
Clown.
That would be terrifying.
We could. That'd be good, though. Everybody could be dressed up as a clown. Okay. And now, the Carl Albert High School Marching Band.
This one is Duncan's. Taking a picture of it. Take a picture.
Are you sure they can see it?
Yes.
All I did was press that. Wait, how did you do? What did you do? I don't know what I did. All I did was press that. And you pressed it like 5 more times, and then that box appeared. I fixed it. Good job, bro.
Did you fix it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure? See if you can walk in front of the camera so you can look through.
Okay. Well, we are here with the first half recap. The Titans are up 33-17 on the Demons. The first play of the game ended up in a Titan fumble. Duncan capitalized off of that, but it was not a touchdown. It ended up being a field goal. Titans come back, score a touchdown.
Yeah, Duncan kicked off, and we returned the kickoff.
Diego Richards took it to the house.
And then Carl Albert kicked off to Duncan, and Duncan they got a first down, and then three plays in the punt.
Right.
And then guess what Diego did?
Took it back.
Returned the punt. Then it settled down and became a football game where it's going to, anytime you watch Carl Albert, it's going to be the offensive line manhandling the defensive line. And in the second half, that's basically what happened. The quarterback from Duncan, Luke Ring, showed that he's very talented and very accurate at intermediate distances. Long ball, he's not maybe not as good as what we've seen at Deer Creek or the young man from McGinnis, those two in particular. But intermediate, short routes, very good. Was able to get a couple of hitches against the Titans secondary, and they were able to go a great deal of distance. But the pass is a 25, 30-yard pass, and there's 30 yards that are gained after the catch. So that's basically what we've seen here in the first half. Carl Albert with the offensive lines, and you have to realize something else. Anytime that you're playing Carl Albert, you're playing a tradition-rich team.
Yes.
And whenever Duncan travels here, there is a tradition on this field and in this stadium and in this area that has lived on for 20-plus years. Duncan had that once upon a time, but these young men that are playing football for Duncan were not born at that time. So Coach Beeson has to create that. Coach Benson has to. I thought I said it wrong. Has to create that, and they're well on the way. Like we said earlier today, this is a match of a 5A District 5A2 and District 5A1, and 1 and 2 are the two districts that'll play in the first round of the state playoffs at the end of the season. It'll be the 5A1. It's number 1, the team that wins the district against number 4, and then 2 and 3 play. And I would think that the only way you're going to see Duncan, I think that Duncan's going to end up being a 4, and so you're going to have to win your district in order to see Duncan.
Right.
But you're going to host them, and which would mean they're going to come here. So that may all work out. So we'll see if Carl Albert can win the district. But winning this district, Carl Albert was the preseason pick to win the district, but they always are. And their competition's Guthrie, and Guthrie's already dropped one. Deer Creek, who right now they'll tell you they're a 6A high school. They just happen to be playing 5A. Deer Creek will be awfully tough. Already defeated this year. 6A Stillwater, 6A Norman, and I don't remember who they're playing this evening, but showing a great deal of success. And then you have McGinnis, and we have to go to McGinnis.
Yes.
The nice news is we do get to host Guthrie, and I believe we get to host Deer Creek.
No, we go to Deer Creek.
We go to Deer Creek?
Yes, we hosted Deer Creek last year.
We did, didn't we?
Yes.
That's where those people wearing blue were down here.
Right.
Well, that'll be my first trip to Deer Creek.
We lost that game last year, I believe, by 134 to 33.
That is correct. That was a heck of a ball game.
Yes, it was.
But like last year, and you're going to see the same thing this year, Coach Rose and his staff is known for taking a football team in the first 3 ball games, playing very, very tough, talented squads, and getting better and better and better. And by the end of the season, you are ready for the playoffs. And if you think about what happened last year with Lawton MacArthur winning the state championship, Carl Albert had Lawton Mack right where they wanted them in that fourth quarter down at Lawton Mack in the first round. Had it not been for the infamous flag that was thrown. But anyway, ifs and buts.
Yes.
So here we are. We're finished. We're through a half of play. And the Carl Albert Titans lead 33-17. First half stats brought to you by Eric's Snowball Stand in Anchorage, Alaska. You know, I wonder if there really is an Eric Snowball Stand. Well, anyway. Braxton Dickerson is 6 of 10 throwing the football for 62 yards. And rushing, Carl Albert has rushed for a total of 75 yards, and 52 of those yards are Braxton Dickerson's. The Duncan Demons, the Luke Ring is 7 out of 13 for a total of 122 yards. Most of that's been after catch. The interesting thing, Trenton Bell has 70 yards rushing right now. But most of that came on the last drive when Carl Albert was in the victory defense. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, let's go with the Carl Albert Titans.tv crew covers varsity events for football, softball, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball, as well as special events like the homecoming parade and band concerts. Titan fans from around the country tune in to keep up with the Mighty Titans all year long. Your business could be featured on our show. For advertising information, contact Sarah Small at 405-739-1726, extension 3084, or email at small@middale.net to discuss your advertising options on carlalberttitans.tv. Also, like to thank the following individuals for the work that they're doing behind the scenes. The director, Caden Caldwell, camera one, William Kerr. We finally remembered that he was up there and needed to get a break, so was able to get him some water. Jeffrey Baker down on camera two, Braxton Boyd doing the graphics. Sophia Smith, I think she's probably done 3 of the best interviews this half that I've seen her do. Just outstanding work. And, of course, Mr. Eric Aguilar doing the play-by-play. Production staff headed by Miss Sarah Small, the GameView TV webcast class of Carl Albert High School, doing an outstanding job. And another reminder, next week on Friday night, we'll be on the air with the homecoming football game of Carl Albert Titans versus the Western Heights Jets. Earlier in the day at 1 o'clock, we'll have the homecoming parade. That will be coming to you on Friday. A reminder to parents, September the 29th, students will receive their progress report for the 6 weeks. That's something that you can look forward to seeing.
Yes.
And this next week is homecoming week. And on Monday, it's dress-up day with the Multicolor Monday. And also on Monday, we do have the softball evidently being played at Shawnee, according to what we have printed off here. Looking at his schedule earlier today, I thought that was a game here at home. I know they're playing Shawnee. 9th grade will be going to Guthrie to play football, and the JV will be playing football on Monday. And on Tuesday, it's homecoming dress-up day, Tails and Trunks Tuesday. And volleyball will be going to Elgin. And on Wednesday, it's homecoming dress-up day, the decade day. And also Wednesday morning, see you at the polls at 7:15. And academic enhancement, which was a big success on Wednesday, will be held this next Wednesday. But this next Wednesday, it'll be in the afternoon rather than during morning classes. Dress Up Day, 30 and Thriving Thursday, career day on Thursday, and Eric will be showing up wearing his goggles, from what I understand. And then Friday, homecoming with the assembly and the parade. Reminder that 5 o'clock over in the field house, the basketball tip-in club will be having their cookout. You can get tickets for that from any of the basketball players, or contact Coach Jay Price at Carl Albert High School. And then Monday, the 28th, we have teachers' meetings, professional development during the day. Students will not have school. And then on Tuesday, they'll return to school. That's the 29th. And on that day is the day that they'll get their progress reports. The following week, Carl Albert will go to Guyman to play football. And we will not have that on CarlAlbertTitans.tv, as from what I understand, they don't have internet in the Panhandle. They don't have internet in the Panhandle. Isn't that what the problem is with us not going to Guyman? Okay.
It doesn't matter that it's 7 hours away. It's the internet issue.
Let's see. When we're finished with the ball game at 10, that would be getting back here at 5. Yeah, well, unfortunately, they don't have internet in Guyman, so we can't do it. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Well, both teams are coming onto the field, and we're probably 3 or 4 minutes away from kicking off. We look over into the east, and we still can see a little bit of lightning. It's not too bad, and it is staying east. Walking around the stands and outside a little while ago, trying to get a breeze, and finding out that there's no more breeze outside than there is in here. Listening, and nobody's complaining about the officiating, so I'm going to have to make up something for the next time that I go see Dr. Lee Master. Shout out to Graham McElvoy down in southeastern Oklahoma, and over here to the east toward the Choctaw area. Ty and Cooper. It's probably about time for bed, but it is a Friday night, so Friday night in the big city, as Gary England used to say. Doing some heavy reading there.
Yes, I'm looking at the Titan football records, top 10 from, I believe, the 90s to present. Just updating my knowledge a little bit.
That's impressive. Really? Well, I thought I'd look to see if I could see Braxton Dickerson come out onto the field, and I don't see him. I see him.
You do?
Yeah, he is limping. I don't think we're going to get to see it. I don't think we're going to see him play.
No. I believe
No helmet.
Johnny Bazell will still be playing tonight. But back to the game. Got to put down the Titan football program for a minute. Connor Watts kicking the ball off for the Titans. The Titan student section is standing up, but the rest of the fans are all sitting down.
Did you get shot? Those are some of the dangers that you have to prevail over.
And the kick lands at the 10-yard line, picked up and taken out to around the 30-yard line is where the Demons will start the second half. 9 seconds taken off the clock on that play.
Where's our camera down there?
I do not know. Our camera died, Mr. McAvoy.
I was saving that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bell gets loose for a huge gain.
It's a nice tackle by LeBlanc.
Yes, it was. If he would have missed that tackle, it would have just been a touchdown for the Duncan Demons. But LeBlanc takes him down at the 45. 1st and 10 for the Demons. Big gain for the Demons. Titans will come out slow. Ring takes a snap, hands it off again. Runs over a tackler, but the tackler hangs on. That would be, I think, Pace Benefi. No, Klein Corley hangs on for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, the nobody is touching the running back right now until he gets to the second level.
Right.
The linebackers are the first ones that are touching him.
Ring keeps the ball himself, fakes the handoff, makes a couple of moves, gets taken down around the 35-yard line. They mark him just shy of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1.
We're being
3rd and 1,
attacked
excuse
by
me.
June bugs in September.
Yes, we are. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ring takes a snap, throws a little pass, and the receiver gets picked up by 3 Titan players and thrown down to the ground. But Duncan picks up the first down. That is number 3, Mark Luster, coming off the field. His helmet came off on the play. Aaron Hill, number 6, replaces him. I think we're going to see a run play because they have trips to the boundary. I don't know if they'll pass it. Yeah, they will. Tyler Bannon in the backfield, but Ring.
That's a quarterback draw. That was drawn up. He wasn't going to throw. See, he was looking like he was going to throw to somebody to the right. There's nobody over there.
Okay. Bannon was in the backfield but misses a sack, and Ring scrambles for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Blake Blanton's coming into the ball game for the Titans.
Okay. As I'm looking at the Titan sideline, they have many fresh legs compared to Duncan, but I don't know how many of them we will see tonight. The runner gets stopped after a 1-2 yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 5. The ball is placed at the 27.
Carl Albert still in 4-man front.
Ring drops back for a pass. And Tyler Bannon's in the backfield again. Misses a sack. Had a couple chances for a sack, but we don't get it. And Ring scrambles for 4 or 5 yards. He may have picked up the first down.
That was a nice run by Luke Ring.
Yes, it was. Because there was three chances to be sacked in the backfield that were not taken advantage of. And I believe they will bring out the chains, see if he has enough progress to count a first down. If not, it'll be 4th and inches. And they are. They will bring out the chains. And it is a Demon first down just by the nose of the football.
Trips left.
And there will be a timeout.
Have a little bit of blood on, is it Corley?
Yes, I believe so. Number 8. No,
16's who came off the field.
yes, that's Klein Corley. Excuse me. I thought it was number 8. I can't tell. I don't have my glasses on. Can't see a distance.
Go.
I have glasses. It's just they're in my backpack.
I love
I
it.
do not have my
People that wear
backpack.
glasses, I don't have my glasses. Hey,
Well, they're-
there's a good one.
They're
That's
just
a
for
grass-
reading.
We need to go fishing. That's just a grasshopper there.
Yeah.
You can tell the weather's going to change. All the bugs are
Yes.
coming in here.
There's a penalty on the play. It'll be false start on the Demons. Back the ball up 5 yards. Be 1st and 15.
You know, another connection between Carl Albert and Duncan. Coach Corley you told me last week, Coach Corley used to coach at Duncan.
Yes. Ring takes snap, drops back for a pass. We have people in the backfield again. The pass is thrown up, and it's tipped, but the Duncan Demons come up with the pass for a touchdown. It looked like Mark Luster had a chance to come down with an interception, but it bounced out of his hands, popped up, and the receiver stayed with the ball. And the Duncans score on their first drive of the half.
I take back what I said in the first half about the secondary.
What did you say about the secondary? I forgot.
I thought it was strong. I still think it's more talented. I think you said they were sophomores. They look awfully young.
They are.
So by the end of the year, I mean, that's a pass, you just knock it down.
The score is 33-24. Duncan's kicker just tacked on the extra point. 33-24 Titans with 8:23 left in the third quarter. Coach Farley will probably not be very happy with that. He's the corners and secondary coach. Well, the Demons are already on the field lining up to kick the ball off to the Titans.
Tell you what, the Demons are one stop from being back. They're back in the ball game.
Right.
They're a stop from being
They're a possession.
Right
a
there.
possession. No, 2 possessions. They're down by 9. I think they're going to come with a long onside.
Yeah, they're down by 9. You know how proud they are and how confident they are
Yes.
offensively, or they would have gone for 2 right there.
Right. Demons were standing in the huddle, moving their arms kind of like a train. How their wheels move, they were moving them in train movement, saying steamrollers coming through, freight train. And I don't think that's what might happen. I think if they kick it to Diego, which they will not, Aaron Hill comes up. No, he does not. He muffs it, and Duncan comes up with it. Aaron ran into another Titan, and Duncan comes up with the ball. Titans fell asleep on that that kickoff. They didn't know what was going on.
Very lackluster start of this third quarter for the Titans.
There's the stop that they needed, though. Duncan needed to get back in within a touchdown. Have the ball. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. The snap is high, but the Titans sack him in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. I believe that was Pace Benefi and Tyler Banna and R.T. Sherman.
And we have another person limping.
Who would that be?
Pace Benefi.
Pace Benefi. Well, the Titans, everybody is supposed to be wearing ankle braces. I wonder what's going on. Ring drops back, throws a pass, wide open receiver in the flat,
Smith.
and it'll be a first down at the 19. We have a player down. I think it's Aaron Hill. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He's getting helped up right now. Nope, it's Trajan Lands, and he's limping too. He's going to come off the field. LeBlanc coming back on. Man, we have some ankle injuries going on tonight for the Titans.
That looks like a cramp.
It could be. Bell running ahead, picking up about 7-8 yards. Ball is at the 13-yard line. Brylan LeBlanc overran the tackle. Ring takes it in for a touchdown. Back-to-back touchdowns for the Demons. One on a mess up from the Titans and another one on the first drive, first series of the second half. The score will be 33-30 with 7 minutes, 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Titans on top. It's another close game so far. And the kick is tacked on. It'll be 33-31. And the Demons are a safety away from tying the game, touchdown from taking the lead, or field goal from taking the lead.
Lamar Scott Johnson's coming off limping. I tell you what, there's just something about their aura right now. Look, their heads are down. They're walking around. Coach Rose is going to have to get their attention here in just a second.
He won't be happy about this tomorrow whenever they watch film and have practice. He'll probably have them running. And I do believe Trajan Lands was just cramping because he is on the sideline stretching right now. He's getting up. Doing a straight leg hang right now. Believe he'll be fine. Titans come onto the field for the kickoff.
I hope there's two more that go out there because we only have 9.
We are missing
There's 10.
Makai Winters and
That 10's coming off. So we have 9. There's 10.
where's
and
11? 2,
let's
4,
go with
6,
number
7,
11.
8, 9,
Maybe
10.
we're not going to do this with
Yes, there's 11. Well,
only if he goes on the field.
yes, now we have 11. Number 26, 20, R.T. Sherman came on. It's number 20 or number 26?
It's 20.
It's 20?
Yes.
Okay, it's the R.T. Sherman.
It's the tank.
Same kick again, high onside. And a muff ball again, but the Titans, I do believe, fell on it. When he went to catch the ball and it bounced off his shoulder pads, went between his hands, and went off of his knee. That was Aaron Hill again. Hit his knee and went flying forwards. Looked like he kicked the ball.
You know you can fair catch that thing.
Right.
You don't have to run through it.
It's just Aaron's so fast.
Just fair catch it.
True. They should. Number 80, Jason Taylor coming onto the field, bringing in the play. We'll have twins to the Demon side with a tight end, I believe.
Look how deep that back is.
Bazell hands it off to Richards, who has moved to running back, and he takes off, picks up the first down to the Demon territory around the 41-yard line.
Diego was set up 8 yards deep. Lets him run downhill.
He picks up speed by starting a little bit farther back, and once he hits the line of scrimmage, he's almost full speed. His legs are churning and just going, just running. But the play will be brought back. There's a flag on the play. I believe it'll be 2nd and No, not second. First down. They'll have to replay that down. It's a holding. 5-yard penalty. It'll be backed up 5 yards to the 38-yard line. No, they're counting 10. They back it up to the 34-yard line. 1st and 20. Titans have come out slow since halftime. 6:45 left in the third quarter. Duncan has had the ball most of this quarter.
Jet sweep.
Diego comes with a jet sweep. He finds a hole, hits it, jukes, and he will take it to the house for another touchdown for the Titans.
Goodness.
He got past that second level and hit a hole, and nobody could catch him. He used his 4.4 speed and just took off. 39-31 Titans. Connor Watts coming on, I believe, to do the kicking. Diego Richards has had how many touchdowns? 4?
3.
3 touchdowns on the night.
You know, in the first half, I said Diego reminded me a great deal of a young man many, many years ago named Marvell Rogers. I was reminded of someone at halftime. We had a running back about 2 years after Marvell by the name of Kermit Coates. And
Yes.
that's who he actually looks like. Because Kermit was a little bit bigger.
Right.
And Marvell had the little moves like a Joe Washington. Of course, after those guys, then we had Mike Gaddis. So.
Yes. Well, Connor comes on, tacks on the extra point, makes it 40-31 with 6:27 left in the third quarter.
First team to 100 wins.
Yes. Well, Connor, whenever he kicked that ball, he nearly hit the locker room, which is about another 30 yards behind the end zone.
I'm glad he didn't hit it because it could have fallen apart.
Probably.
That locker room has been there a while.
Still in good shape, though.
You're not supposed to say that because we're going to try to get a bond issue passed to get a new one.
True.
Did you see, you didn't go to Newcastle last year when we played what? No, you didn't.
No. Who did y'all
Played
play?
Western Heights at Newcastle, and they have that new facility over there. It's nice. And evidently that's what Middell wants to do for new dressing rooms
Right.
at each of the 3 sites.
Well, in Cache, Oklahoma, they have a real nice stadium with really cool locker rooms. The way they come out, it's kind of a snake staircase that walks down and comes out onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Did you see Virginia Tech come onto the field against Ohio State?
No.
That was one of the neatest things. They walked from their locker room to the football stadium, and it's
How far is
probably
it?
it's probably a quarter of a mile, but it's all open, so you're walking
Right.
and you hear the crowd and you hear the band,
Get
and then
fired
the
up.
crowd can see you down there. That was impressive. I didn't realize that's how they. I didn't realize that was the situation until
Right.
a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that's what the Titans needed to get fired up. I believe they will have stops here over the next couple of series. Connor kicks the ball. It's a low kick, bounces at the 6, and rolls back into the end zone for a touchback and out of the end zone.
I assume Connor plays soccer.
He does. Coach Rollins, he has soccer players come and kick for the Titans. Let's see, our kickers are Kendall Eaton, Jacob Carlson, and Connor Watts. And they all play soccer. Is there a flag on the play? Yes. False start.
Carl Albert just did the same thing they did in almost every ball game last year. 2 or 3 times they'll get out there defensively, and those front 4 will shift.
Right.
And it's amazing the number of times that the offense will jump.
Well, it'll be 1st and 15. Ring hands it off, and Bell gets stopped in the backfield for a 1-2 yard loss, I believe.
The bell was rung.
Yes.
Was rung.
Klein Corley hits him
The bell was rung.
and takes him down. It'll be a 1 yard loss.
They have Bell as the running back and Ring as the quarterback. So you could ring the bell.
Right.
Their option would be ring the bell
Shift
or the
again.
bell ringer. I bet they do, not the
Hands
bell
it off,
dozer.
and he gets hit again for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 17. Klein Corley in the backfield again for another stop. It's 2 in a row in the backfield. And he plays a linebacker position, I believe. Let's see. Yes, he plays linebacker. It's 3rd and long. Titans shift again. Ring drops back to pass. And
Arm
he gets
got hit.
hit. I think, who was that? Was that Des Green?
I don't think that's 88.
It might be.
It may be 88.
I believe it was Des Green. If it was, he hits Ring's arm as he goes to throw, and the pass goes wild.
I think it is 88. It's a lot easier to see the back.
Right.
If you turn around and let us see his back instead of his front.
Well, Diego Richards comes onto the field, lines up about the 50-yard line to receive the punt. The punter is standing a yard deep into the end zone right now.
That's a big stop for the defense.
Rugby-style kick. Diego picks it up, makes a couple of jukes, and he takes off for the sideline.
Oh, my
And he's going to take it to the
goodness
house again. Nobody is going to touch him, and he scores off another punt for a touchdown.
Oh, throw the flag.
Throw a flag. That should be a penalty on the kicker or the punter.
Or whatever that was over there. He didn't throw it.
No, he did not. Yes, Diego Richards scores another touchdown off of a punt, makes it 46-31, puts the Titans up 3 possessions again.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my original thought. After that move, he's Marvell Rogers.
Well, the punter on that play pushed him out of bounds after he scored a touchdown. So Diego turns around and spikes the ball right in his face. And the punter has some words to say, but the ump is right there to break it up. Line judge, one of the two. And the field goal is tacked on. It'll be 47-31. The Titans are ahead with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Since I made the statement about an awful slow 3rd quarter, the last 3 minutes
Titans have woken up and
been a little bit better.
yes, I wonder what Coach Rose had to say to get him going.
Probably wake up.
Probably. Or just Diego just to run that like that 2 times in a row.
Or let's give Diego the ball.
Right. Last year, the freshmen, we went to Bishop McGinnis to play a game, and Diego, that was his first game back from fracturing his knee. 6 touchdowns, and 3 of them came off of kickoffs.
We may have to, last year we had one Diego Mendoza helping us with his stuff, right?
Yes.
And I would always do, where in the world is one Diego Mendoza?
Yes.
I'm going to have to come up with where in the world is,
Diego Richards.
yeah. There in the world
That is one
goes.
talented young man.
He's going to be a lot of fun to watch the next couple of years.
Oh, yes, he will. Only a sophomore. He plays wide receiver and cornerback. He stands 5'7", 145 pounds. He's quick. Connor Watts kicks the ball. Squibb down the middle. Goes to the 10-yard line, which is muffed and picked back up.
Uh-oh.
But the Titans missed tackles, and he brings it out to the 34-yard line before he gets knocked down. Aaron Hill stops him. But the returnman looks like he's down.
Yeah, it's not number 26, is it? 28?
I cannot tell. He's on his back.
Oh, he's got his number on his shoulder.
I can't read that. I need my glasses.
If
Mr.
it's
McElroy.
28, it's Trenton Bell. But I don't think it's 28.
I do not think it is.
I'm looking over on the other side to see if 28 happens to
He's
be
got
up
a
over
cramp.
there.
They're stretching his leg out.
Well, that makes me think I may have been Trenton Bell. And if I had Trenton Bell, he'd be my deep man.
Aaron. Well, the Carl Albert athletic trainer, Coach Kim Davis, walks out on the field, makes sure he's okay, sees if she can assist with anything, and she's walking back to the sideline now.
"26."
26. Who is that? That would be Dylan Seaberger,
Is that Seaburger?
I believe. It's got an ER on the end of it.
You see it's 28, do you?
Is that Trenton Bell?
No, 28's back here on the 35-yard line.
Right. It is 26. He's walking off under his own power. Believe it was just a cramp. Number 72, that is Colin Johnson coming onto the field. Looks like he's going to be a tackle.
Colin got the calling.
He jumped, I believe. He wasn't set, and it might have drawn. Yes, it did draw a Duncan player to jump. It'll be a false start, 5-yard penalty for the Demons. 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line. The Titans on top, 47-31, with 4 minutes 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Trajan lands back on the field. Ring throws a little screen pass and picks up about 7 yards to make it second and 8, I believe.
Last year on our way to Duncan, we found out that McDonald's had no napkins.
Why is that?
We ended up at Brahms, didn't we? We went to Brahms because that way I wouldn't be the oldest person in the restaurant eating, because there's a bunch of old folks in there.
It's all right. Ring throws another pass, and it's behind the receiver, and the receiver cannot haul it in.
Anybody else like a Dr. Pepper? Gosh, I hope you don't belch or something on the air.
Soda of an unnamed, non-sponsored brand.
Ooh, there you go. Dr.
We have a Titan player down on the field again.
How would you like to be down on the field and be waiting for Coach Rollins to come and help you? We're having a real problem with cramping right now, folks. It's 90 degrees. Well, it got up to 92 today, and I'm telling you, the old air is just as heavy as it can be.
Well, the Titans kind of need, or in my opinion, they should be eating some bananas before the game.
What is that?
Potassium. It'll help with the cramps. And then also pickle juice will do that as well.
Pickle juice?
Yes.
Isn't that a star of a television show?
I have no idea, Mr. McAvoy.
What was the name of that show?
Beetlejuice, I think.
Beetlejuice.
Yes, Beetlejuice.
Pickle juice, Beetlejuice.
It's close enough.
Okay, let's get you some more scores here in the second half. In the state of Oklahoma, here's what we have. Alva leads Hobart 20-12. Mangum's on top of Sayre. Waletka is in front of Porham. Miami defeats Nowata.
Do you know about Hollis? If they're playing tonight? What their score is?
Hollis has canceled their football season due to lack of interest.
Mr. McAvoy.
My Lord, what is that? I'm looking for scores and scandal comes up. What in the world?
Well,
Edmond North ahead of Stillwater.
the whole town of Hollis, like in town, is only a square mile. Most everybody goes to the games. The stands are packed, and there's people lined up all around the football stadium, and there's only 600-700 people there, and only 150-60 of them are enrolled in school, K through 12th.
Heritage Hall over Davis 42-13.
The final.
Fourth quarter. Come on, get off there. Christian Heritage leads Tallahena. Norman North 40, Westmore 20. I'll tell you what, if he's cramping, I would think you'd go ahead and get him off the football field. But that's not what we're doing. Here's your one. Elk City leads Altus 14-13. Tipton over Corn Bible. Alex versus Allen was called at halftime with Alex ahead 60-0.
Woo! Weather or just a score?
Score.
Okay.
Hey, here's your one. Durant leads Ada 6-0 in the third quarter. Shawnee Ponca City was canceled because of the lightning.
That game was supposed to be played in Ponca City, right?
Yes. And let's see. What other exciting little tidbits do we have? Wyandotte loses to Marionville 44-0 for all of those of you that were interested in the Wyandotte score.
That was Pace Benefi, I believe, that had the cramp, and he's up walking off the field under his own power right now. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Demons. Ball is at the 37-yard line. Titans shift again.
That was a 9-minute delay, by the way.
Yes, it was. Titans in the backfield, but Ring scrambles out of the pocket and gets tackled. Gets dropped, actually. He got hit and just fell straight backwards at the 44-yard line. They will be right on the first down marker, I believe, and I wonder if they're going to bring out the chains to call it a first down, and they will. They're going to check. Chain gang coming onto the field, and that was a big flash of lightning, Mr. McAvoy.
Was it?
Yes, it was, and I don't know how far out it was, but I wonder if they're going to end up calling the game before it's over.
No, it's too far away. I haven't seen anything close enough to call.
First down, Duncan Demons.
And looking at the weather, the radar, it's all way east of us.
Okay. Duncan has enough for a first down. I believe it was by the nose of the football.
By the hair of their chinny chin chin.
Mm-hmm. Twins both sides. Ring hands the ball off. Ball gets hit immediately. Falls forward a little bit and then gets driven back again, I believe, for a 1-yard gain. 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Both teams showing some liveness, I guess you can say, or I guess I can say. Both teams are awake. And we have a player in the backfield again for another sack, but has his, I think that's Blake Blanton, has his hands on him and can't hold on. Ring just keeps scrambling out of the way, and Coach Mosier runs onto the field talking to him.
Okay, now wait a minute. Coach Mosier ran onto the field?
Yes, he ran.
Oh, it's hard to imagine.
I know it is, but he did.
Oh, by the way, Coach Mosier's family always listens. Cushing, Oklahoma. Hello, Coach Mosier's mom and dad.
It'll be 3rd and 1. Ring hands the ball off, and they looks like they have enough for the first down. He gets taken down right at the marker again. Once again.
Coach Mosier also has a brother over in Louisiana that coaches football, and whenever he gets home, he watches this to see how their game went, how Carl Albert's game went.
It's another Demon first down.
And the other brother in Norman, I'm sure, listens to us frequently. Actually, I guess he's actually living in Blanchard now.
Okay. Twins towards the sideline of Duncan.
There comes a
Snap.
monster bug.
Fakes the run.
Uh-oh.
Throws it to a wide open receiver, but Zane Alexander pops him with a good hit and drops him around the 16-yard line. Zane laid a hit. He laid out for him because if he hadn't, I believe it would have been a touchdown. There was one player, but he was still 5 yards behind him.
Was it number 6 that got beat? Okay, it's whoever's coming up here tight this time.
Right here, the corner.
No.
Oh,
It's the
number
outside
80.
linebacker.
And a sack on the play. I believe that is Brylan LeBlanc in the backfield for a sack. I believe that's the first sack of the game for either team. I know it's the first for the Titans. I do not remember if it is for
It's the first.
either team. Okay, it is. It's confirmed. He gets dropped for a 2-yard loss, 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 13. Ring drops back for a pass, throws a little pass out to the flat, and it is overthrown. Receiver cannot come up with it. It's thrown over his head. That is number 13, Tyler Polk for the Demons. He jumped as high as he could for that ball, but was not able to come up with it. It'll be 3rd and 13 from the 20-yard line. Your Titans on top of the Duncan Demons, 47-31 with 1 minute, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Motion, Trenton Bell runs in motion. Ring keeps it himself, but does not have enough for a first down. He picks up about 7-8 yards. It'll be fourth down, and I believe 4 or 5. 4th and 5. And the field goal unit looks to come onto the field, and they do. The Demons are going to try to make it 47-34. It all depends on if it's blocked or if it's missed. The kick will come from the 20-yard line, and it is good. The score is 47-34. Titans on top by 13 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Titans will get the ball back, hopefully, if there's no miscues on the kickoff.
There's words to that I don't remember.
Right.
Something about loaned away. I don't remember. It's probably good that I don't remember it.
They're putting Aaron Hill deep now and putting Diego Richards over to the side where they were kicking it.
Change
And
jerseys.
they're going to kick it deep now because they line up in the middle of the field. Looks like they're going to kick it to Aaron Hill unless they have a switch between Diego and Aaron, because they have the ball lined up dead center of the field. And I do believe they will kick it deep this time. Well, we have switch coming on. Aaron and Diego switch places.
They're going to kick it over here now. See,
Yes, they're going to.
what they're doing is they're watching to see where he is, and they're saying,
Right,
I don't know why you just don't tell him don't kick it to 21.
right. And they kick it towards Aaron, and it's out of bounds. That is way out of bounds. And there's a flag thrown.
Didn't kick it to Diego.
Nope. Where do they spot this ball? They spot it at the 37-yard line. Flag was thrown for kick out of bounds. The Titans will start their possession from the 37, I believe. It looks like they're backing up, and I don't know why. They moved the ball back to the 35-yard line. That's where
Yep.
the Titans will start this series. And they're on top of the Duncan Demons 47-34 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Titans are up 2 possessions. Johnny Bazell comes onto the field, brings the play in. And I do not think we'll be seeing any more of Braxton Dickerson tonight. He's still sitting on the bench. And Lydell Williams does have his shoulder pads off. He won't be coming back. But Diego has the ball, and he hits an outside hole, and he's gone up the sideline, but he gets pushed out around the 50. No, they spot him at the 47-yard line. They say he stepped out. Or they said he stepped out, excuse me. He was tight roping that line. He was running right on it. There was maybe an inch in between his cleat and that sideline. Diego comes out in the slot. Mark Lester comes out on the line. Bazell takes a snap, hands it off to, no, he keeps it. And he picks up about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. Clock still running. There is 50 seconds left. Zach Brown coming off the field. I believe he's getting the play. No, he's not. He's talking to coach. Same formation. Bazell takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Diego drops the pass. The pass is out a little bit ahead of him. Got his hands on it, but it went through his hands. He could not haul it in. Here comes Brown back onto the field. Jaden Poole comes off. Diego upset with himself right now, smacking himself in the helmet, saying, "I'll get that one next time." 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball at the 50-yard line. It's 3rd and 7. Bazell takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws the pass, but it is tipped short, and Mark Luster catches it off of one hopper off of the ground. It'll be 4th and 7. And the punt unit comes on, I believe, for the first time tonight for the Titans.
Yes, that's right.
Austin Grantham doing the kicking duties, or punting duties, I should say. Is that correct?
Last week, the average punt was 25 yards.
Yes, Austin Grantham comes on.
Not much wind at all.
Kicking into the north goal. Takes a snap and kicks it away. It goes deep into the territory. It takes a bounce, starts rolling, and is downed at the 16-yard line by the Titans.
Helped his average,
How far was the punt?
30 yards.
30 yards?
We're 9 seconds away from one of my favorite parts of the football game.
When the band starts playing our fourth quarter song?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Duncan brings twins to the right, single receiver to the left, and they hand it off. And we have players in the backfield who just stop him, drive him into the ground for a 1-yard loss. And the clock will run out, take it to the fourth quarter. And here we go. All the Titans have their hands up. showing the number 4. And here is the Mighty Titans fourth quarter song. Here we go. The Demons are lined up at the 15-yard line, heading towards the north now that the quarters have changed. Titans shift. They hand the ball off, and he gets stopped immediately. Is still getting driven back, and he gets stopped at the 10-yard line, or tackled at the 10-yard line, but I believe they'll give him forward progress at the 15-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 11.
You know, it's a shame that O'Pace Benefi is not about 4 inches taller, because with his heart and some of his ability, 4 inches more size, he'd be a D1 prospect.
He's pretty good. Pass goes over the middle and incomplete. That was intended for Klingensmith. Colin Klingensmith, I believe. Yes. It'll be 4th and 11. And here comes the punt unit for the Demons. Diego back deep to receive the punt. I won't be surprised if he runs this back because it's short distance to the goal line. The ball is at the 15-yard line. He's lined up about the 48, 47-yard line on the other half of the field. We have players back there. Almost blocks the punt. And the punt lands around the 40. Takes a roll back to the 49, 50, 49-yard line. And now the Titan offense taking the field.
CarlHarborTitans.tv crew covers varsity events for football, softball, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball, as well as special events like the homecoming parade. Titan fans from around the country tune in to keep up with the Mighty Titans all year long. Your business could be featured on our show. For advertising information, contact Sarah Small at 739-1726, extension 3084.
Richards back in at running back, takes the handoff, hits the sideline, he kept running, runs out of bounds and gets tackled. No flag on the play. He runs to the 38-yard line for a Titan first down.
If you're going to play defense against the Carl Albert Titans with Diego Richards in the backfield, you have to contain. You cannot let him get outside.
Right. And it's just he's so quick that if he makes a move, it's really hard if you miss. It's really hard to come or make a counter movement to cut him off.
He's broken a few ankles out here this afternoon.
Right. Not just a few. He's gotten several. Johnny Bazell takes the snap. Diego gets the ball again. Hits another hole and gets taken down around the 22-yard line for another Titan first down.
I'll put money on we get to see an article on Diego Richards in the paper this week.
Right. You said $1 or a penny?
Yeah, I'll bet $1.
Okay.
I usually say a nickel because I don't have $1 usually. But I have a nickel, so.
Bizzell getting the call. Titans break the huddle, run to the line. Single receivers on left and right side. Bizzell takes a snap, hands it off to Diego. Same play. Diego picks up about 4 yards to the 19. It'll be 2nd and 6. With 10 minutes, 5 seconds and counting left in the game. Your Titans on top of the Duncan Demons, 47-34. Both teams have played really hard tonight. Coming out, fumbling on the first play for the Titans, setting up a field goal for the Demons. The Titans come back and score. Richards takes the ball, runs for another 4. It'll be 3rd and 2, I believe.
You know, those the corners, defensive backs are coming up now real quick. And I'm sure that Coach Rose is not going to throw the football because the clock is on his side.
True.
You want that thing to run.
He's
but-
putting in receivers right now, receivers that can catch the
Well,
ball.
they may. Coach Johnson may have seen them, but they are running tight.
Right. Oh, nope, they're
Matt.
running a tank.
That's even tighter.
They might. Nope, they're not running a little shovel pass off it. Bizzell picks up the first down, dives across the line, gets to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Titans from the 9. 9 minutes flat left in the game. Great call by Coach Johnson. Bizzell taking the call. Gonna run the tank again. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bizzell dump it off on this play. Nope. Runs it again. Picks up about 1 yard and then gets thrown back to the 10-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Tank formation again. They run it to the other side this time. Bizzell gets stopped again. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. That tank just isn't working.
I'd be kicking a field goal here.
Number 19, Braden Purcell runs back on the
That's
field
not
with
what they're
Diego
doing.
Richards. I think they're just going to give it to Diego and let him run. As Diego just came back onto the field after getting a break. That might be what, or how do I say this? That is what they might be doing. There we go. Bizzell takes snap, hands it to Richards, and gets smacked at the 10-yard line. Just that lineman, or was it a lineman?
The defense?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a
Lineman was
linebacker.
just standing there, or linebacker was just
Yep.
standing there, saw him, and took him out.
See,
And
what they've done the last 3 the last 2 plays, Duncan's just bringing everybody.
right, they're just running a full-on blitz, all-out blitz.
Now, I thought that last one was 4th down. This is where I'd kick my field goal.
I don't know if they're going to kick. They might go for it, which kind of isn't smart, but there's a timeout on the field by the Titans. 6:46 left in the game, 47-34. Titans on top of the Demons.
Again, take this opportunity to thank the administration of the Middale Schools and particularly of Carl Albert High School, Dr. Rick Cobb over at administration, and Mr. Mike Clark, the athletic director, and then here at our site, Miss Kristen Goggins and Mrs. Crystal Ross, Mrs. Lindsay Tennell, Mr. Stacy Foley, and Mr. Wayne Dozier. Without their help and guidance and support, we wouldn't be able to do the GameView TV Game of the Week, CarlAlbertTitans.tv. And always want to thank Miss Sarah Small for all the work that she does, getting everything taken care of. And by golly, guys, the front may be here because my papers are blowing and the flags are flying like you wouldn't believe. Now,
Wind's coming out of the north.
out of the northwest. I think the front just got here.
Yes.
Come on, cool air.
Yes.
David Payne said 9 o'clock, 9:40.
The Titans will kick a field goal, or they're lined up to kick a field goal. Connor Watts should be kicking. He does, and it is good. He tacks on 3 points for the Titans. It'll be 50-34 with 6:41 left in the game. That background music, Mr. McAvoy, was from Duncan. Whenever you were talking, that was Duncan's band playing. And now this is the Carl Albert Titan band that is playing.
Thanks to Caden Caldwell for her directorship. William Kerr up on camera 1. Jeff Baker was on 2 before we had some technical difficulties. Braxton Boyd with the graphics and Sophia Smith. I guess she was a sideline reporter.
She was. Not anymore.
Of course, then when we don't have the camera, that's probably part of that techno too.
Right.
And Eric has done an outstanding job here with the play-by-play. And
Thank
he
you, Mr.
has
McAvoy.
6 minutes and 40 seconds to bring us on home.
There's lightning towards the east. Connor Watts coming out onto the field with the Titans. Placing the ball to kick, I believe kicking deep. Titan band getting a little louder now. Getting close to the end of the game. That Titan band is really loud. Here's the kick, and it goes into the end zone and for a touchback.
Connor looked at the flags and saw that it was blowing out of the north like it's blowing and figured, hey, what's this on the average?
Right. Well, I see Braxton Dickerson up and walking around under his own power now. He was down there a second ago towards the south end zone. Is he out on the field?
No, they wouldn't have him out there.
No, he is standing right around the 40-yard line. Pass goes
Great.
to the flat. Oh, broken
Great
tackle.
play, missed tackle.
There's a flag thrown.
And that was Zane Alexander.
Yes. Flag thrown. A Duncan player is down on the play. He's
I'll tell you,
hurting.
yeah, he doesn't really want to get up too much. Actually, he wanted to get up and decided, okay, I don't think I can.
He's hurting. He's squirming around. Here comes their athletic trainers and Carl Albert's athletic trainer running onto the field to assist him. Looks like a cramp. We're having problems with cramps tonight. And the penalty is against Duncan. It'll back them up. I think it was a holding. I could not tell.
I really wish that these teams would hydrate a couple of days ahead of time. And I'm sure they do, but, you know, they're high school kids, and
Right.
hydration is not always the first thing on their minds.
Well, our coaching staff, is particularly Coach Cam, if he catches you with soda or anything like that, I wouldn't want to be around him. He's really strict on drinks with a lot of caffeine and sugar. He'll make you run for several things that are put into the soda, like the sugars, the amount of caffeine, calories, stuff like that. He'll make you run I think a lap around the football field for every calorie or sugar in there. Try to work it off. That would be number 18, I believe, that was down on the ground cramping. He's up running off the field now. That was Treshawn Wiggins, I believe. It was 18 or number 19. I could not tell. If it was 19, it was Matthew Martinez. If it was 18, it was Treshawn Wiggins. But the penalty backs the Demons up 10 yards to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and 21. 1st and 20. Titans shift. And they hand the ball off, and we have players in the backfield waiting for Trenton Bell and take him down around the 5-yard line for a 4-yard loss.
Trenton Bell almost gave the ball to 72. Is that
that would be
Colin?
Number 72?
Yes.
No, Colin Johnson is 76. Number 72 is, hang on a second, all of our papers got moved. That is Colin Johnson. Who's 76? Oh, Blake Bland. Excuse me, I got them confused. Sorry. I got their numbers confused. Ring, back deep to pass. The pass goes out of bounds.
Canada would have been completed. Football field's wider.
It's 3rd and long, 3rd and 24 from about the 6-yard line. Demons have some yards to make up if they want to have a chance of scoring on this possession. Right, as of right now, they have 95 yards to go to score a touchdown. With 5 minutes, 38 seconds left.
Right now, Coach Benson is questioning his decision to kick the field goal there in the 3rd quarter when he could have gone for the touchdown.
Right. Bell gets stopped around the 6-yard line for about a 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 20, 24, 23. Clock is still running. It would be at 5:20 right now. And if the Demons want to score, I do not think they would punt on this play, but
They're punting.
Here it comes.
Yep, got a punt.
Punt unit comes on. 4th and 22. 4th and long, I should say.
You punt, you hope you can stop them in 3 downs, have a little bit of field position.
Right. I don't know if the Titans will put Diego back. I think they'll just
go after it
or just block and try and have it down somewhere into the Titans.
And that wind right now is blowing out of the north.
Right, it's blowing at the kicker.
I mean, the flags are pretty doggone stiff. So, 25, 30 miles an hour.
Right. Coach Farley is telling, actually, 3 or 4 of the coaching staff or coaches on the coaching staff are telling everybody to stay away, just to let the punt go.
Ball's going to go straight up, and then it's going to go south.
Punter standing right on the line.
Uh-oh.
Ball is muffed, and it's blocked. And it rolls out of bounds. I believe that is a safety.
It certainly is.
That is a safety, and the Titans get 2 points. The score will be 52-34. Your Titans on top of the Demons with 4:38.
I'll tell you what, I'm ready to name my star of the game.
Who is it?
Well, I'll let you go first because there's one that's obvious. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the one that's not so obvious.
Right. Well, I'm going to surprise you. You know how you picked the whole defense last week?
Okay.
I'm going to go with everybody that played tonight.
Oh, that's chicken.
Well,
seriously?
I mean, everybody played a great game tonight.
Oh, come on now.
Okay. If I have to pick somebody, If I absolutely have to pick somebody, it'd be Johnny Bazell.
Really?
Yes. Coming on for Braxton Dickerson, scoring a couple of touchdowns after Braxton hurt his foot.
Well, I thought the obvious person was Diego Richards, and you didn't
I
pick
mean,
the obvious person.
It is. It is the obvious person. But having somebody come on for an injured starter that is never started a varsity game, I believe, and doing this to a really talented Duncan Demon team.
I'd almost bet you he gets to start next week. Although it's homecoming.
Right. If Braxton's not healthy by next week, if his foot's not better by next week, he will start.
See, I'd want Braxton well for Guthrie,
Right.
McGinnis, Deer Creek. You have Western Heights next week. You have Guyman the next, so you could take 3 weeks.
Right. And was there a timeout taken?
Yeah, well, there's always the officials' timeout right here.
Oh, that's a really long official's timeout.
Yeah, it's
Because
so
everybody
that-
was lined up.
so they can do all the commercials.
Oh, okay. Team's back onto the field now, and we will have a placeholder for the kicker because of the wind. The Titans lined up short. The deepest man is Diego Richards, and he's at the 40-yard line on the opposite end of the field. The ball will be kicked from the 20. There was a penalty on the safety that allows the Titans to scoot up 20 yards. Instead of kicking from the 40, the Demons kick from the 20. And Aaron Hill, and it looks like Makai Winters start scooting up towards the 50-yard line for a short kick. And they squib it up the middle, and I believe it's muffed, but he picks it up, starts running, and stops. And he tried turning back the other way, but gets hit immediately. The ball will be down at the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Bazell takes a snap, hands it to Mike Mitchell, who runs ahead for 2 yards. Spun around in a circle and then thrown to the ground. You can see a little bit of clouds rolling through here whenever it goes right under the lights. You can see them just moving on through.
I'll be doggone. The official was standing right there in the huddle of the Duncan kids, and then one of the Duncan defenders said something, and there goes the flag. So it's a 15-yard personal foul called against the Duncan Demons.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll be a 1st down. Automatic for the Titans.
Probably we're not discussing restaurants in the Oklahoma City area. They wouldn't get you a flag.
Nope. They were probably saying something about that was your man, you should have had him, and somebody probably said something that shouldn't have been said. Trips to the right. Mike Mitchell, the lone back. Johnny Bazell, quarterback. Takes a snap. Hands the ball to Mike Mitchell, who breaks a couple tackles and runs, breaks another tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Titans score another touchdown and make it 50. Let's see, 52 plus 6, 58-34. With 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock for the game, your Titans are up by, I believe, three possessions. 58-34. Connor Watts coming on to kick a field goal. And it's good. He knocks it through the uprights. Score is 59-34. Titans lead.
Well, we were halfway right whenever we said first team to 100 wins. Because half of 100 would be 50. So the first one to 50 is going to win. Is it now time to go down the sideline for an interview with Sophia?
She's standing right behind you.
Oh,
Actually, she's jumping up and down right behind you.
I felt the
Vibrations.
I felt the room.
She asked if you wanted to put her input on the game so far.
No.
No? Here comes
Ask
the
her
Demons.
who her star of the game is.
Sophia, who's your star of the game?
Diego Richards.
See, I told you
She
it's
goes with the
obvious.
obvious player, Diego Richards.
I thought Trajan acquitted himself very well.
Miss Small's opinion is Trajan Lance playing really hard last week against Midwest City, coming up with some plays, and then coming into the night, playing hard, having a cramp, coming off the field for a couple plays, and going back out there.
Trajan's still
He's
moving.
going all in.
He's still moving like his legs are cramping.
Right.
Stiff knee.
Is he
I
on
don't
the field?
like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
Right.
seeing that.
And he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot faster from last year. Where is Trajan? Is he all the way over there?
Nope. Third person this from over there. Hands on his knees.
Okay, I see him. Well, yeah, that's kind of all the way across the field. Not completely standing at sideline, but it is across the field. I think Connor's going to boot this one out the back of the end zone again. And there it goes. It's up. Nope, it drops at the 14-yard line. And he gets stopped. And by who? There's a penalty on the play.
Late hit.
And he gets stopped, and you want to know by who? I believe it was Trajan Lance.
And he's still walking like his legs hurt. Look at that.
Yes, he is. He came up with the tackle, but he's walking stiff-legged. Legs are hurting, cramping. That's a player, though. He's fighting through it and still playing, not giving up. Titans will start. Their defense is on the field, and the Demons' offense is on the field, and they should be starting around the 30-yard line for 1st and 10, but there was a flag thrown. That is I believe it's against the Titans, but I don't know what call that is. I think they're going to go discuss it.
Well, I think they called a sideline warning.
Oh, okay. They did. They told, I think, one of the coaches to back up. And that movement, I do believe, is a sideline warning. Let me check. Let's see. Moving the hands out in front of him. I don't see that call.
Pass to the right-hand side. Complete.
It's right here, but the name of it is cut off. I don't know where it's at.
It's a sideline warning.
Okay.
That's why there was nothing marked off.
Okay. 2nd and 11 for the Demons from the 28, I believe. Ring back to pass. Gets chased out of the pocket. He scrambles for a 1st down. Runs out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Nope. They will mark him at the 38 for 1st and 10. Or do they say it's short? They say it's short. 3rd and 1. Twins to the left. Twins to the right as well. Snap. They fake the handoff. Ring keeps it himself and gets taken out of bounds around the 48-yard line. Jaden Poole pushes him out of bounds. That's another sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Poole, number 5. Wide receiver safety, 6'1", 160 pounds.
He's going to help him basketball this year, too.
Yes, he will. Ring throws a pass, but it is short. Takes one bounce and then ends up in the receiver's hands. It'll be 2nd and 10. Same formation, twins to the right, twins to the left. Lone back. Who goes in motion. Ring drops back, has a man in the backfield who grabs his shoe, lets go, and he gets taken out of bounds around the 45, I believe, 46. It'll be third and 10. 2nd and 10. Box says third. 3rd and 11. From the 46-yard line. Trips.
Yeah, they have their second offense. The second group of receivers out there now, and they're kind of lost.
There's a timeout taken on the play. Demons take timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Titans have 1 timeout remaining. Well, Miss Small, do we have any comments on Twitter from any of the fans about the game? Okay.
Nobody guessed
No, we do
the
not.
trivia question correctly? Keep that.
Okay. Ring hands it off to Bell, who gets hit in the backfield and taken down for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 13. And I do believe the punt unit will come on. No. Demons are going for it. They're going to try and score real quick. They got twins to the left, twins to the right. Single back, goes in motion. Ring drops back to pass. He throws it to his running back, who gets driven out of bounds at the 49, 48-yard line. And it'll be turnover on downs. Titan ball. Austin Williams tackled him. With 1 minute 45 seconds left, I think once the clock hits 45, if we haven't scored by then, Coach Rose will throw in the victory formation and just take a couple of knees and run the clock out.
You thinking it'll be that late?
Maybe. I don't know. It could be.
Who's in the quarterback right there?
One of the Wood brothers, I think. Yes, it is Gavin. Gavin Wood takes a knee. There's a penalty on the play. The flag thrown. Looks like a false start on Titans. And it is. I'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. They'll run the victory formation again. 1 minute, 31 seconds left in the game. And they will. They will run the clock out with victory formation. Ball is placed at the 47-yard line. 46. They moved it 3 times within 5 seconds. Picked it up, set it down, picked it up, set it down. Picked it up, set it down one last time. There's another knee. Clock running. 1 minute, 25 seconds.
I will give Duncan some credit here. They
2nd down, 18. Yes.
are not calling timeouts. And
Right. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the ball game. Victory formation again. It'll be 4th and, if they take this with 3 yards, it'll be 4th and 18, I believe, or 4th and 21. Clock is under a minute now. There's another knee. It'll be 3rd down.
Barring any changes here in the next 45 seconds, the number of total yardage for the Carl Albert special teams, 275 yards special teams yardage.
And they're going to line up a victory formation again, take one more knee, and Duncan might take a timeout then, unless they're just going to run the clock.
Yeah, no way. You're not going to take one now.
True. There's 15 seconds left in the game, and that's ball game. Your Titans win 59-34 over the Duncan Demons. Everybody lining up on the 50-yard line. Shake hands. And there we go. Clock's at 0.
Carl Albert Titans move to a record of 2-1. Show that they are still a power to be reckoned with in Class 5A. And Duncan showed us basically what we thought we were going to see, an offensive juggernaut, a little bit of a struggle defensively. Have a little ways to go there. They play in a very tough district, and next week district play begins. On Friday of next week at 1 o'clock, the homecoming parade. At 6:30 or so, we'll have the homecoming game.
Yes.
Carl Albert versus Western Heights.
I will not be commentating the parade.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate your work here this evening.
Thank
Tremendous
you.
job with the play-by-play. And they all picked, you picked
Johnny Bazell.
Johnny Bazell, Sophia picked
Diego.
and I picked special teams.
Okay.
I have this thing about teams.
Right.
But anyway, and then thank you, CC, Caden Caldwell, Braxton Boyd, Sophia. Fantastic job. Some of the best interviewing I've ever heard. William Kerr and Jeff Baker on the cameras. Outstanding job. Thanks to the administration. Thank you, Miss Sarah Small. It's been a wonderful, wonderful ball game. We'll see you guys next week. Are we forgetting anything?
I do not think so.
Okay, we'll see you next week, guys. Goodbye.